Welcome everybody to the Soul Society podcast. We are back after a long week. Hope y'all are filled with stuffing. Hope y'all got some good food, some good drinks, and some good time. Hope y'all got some good Black Friday sales. We might talk about what you got for Black Friday. We'll see in the chat, and we're back, y'all. On Thursday. I think this Thursday thing. I think this Thursday is gonna work. I think this Thursday night is pretty good because like Fridays, yeah, a lot of people got a lot of stuff to do, and I'll be looking like, man. Okay, Thursday will work. I'm glad we kind of,
Right. Yeah, because after Friday, like a long hard day at work, people want to go up to the club, talk to some girls or guys, whatever they want to do. They want to enjoy their weekend. So I think this is a good time, for everybody to enjoy their stuff. What's good with y'all people? Hope y'all having good. Hope you're having a good night,
bro. Good. I ain't been to the club in some years, man. My club is like right here.
This is my club. I ain't no club. I ain't no club type of guy. I went to it and I was like, yeah, this is why I'm an introvert for a reason. Yeah, I can't be out here with y'all people. It's too much.
Yeah, man, this is my club. I got everything I need in here. I ain't got to pay no, especially trying to buy some damn drinks in the club. Man, please.
Watered down drinks for $35.
Mm-hmm. And they get you. I know salted people, little finger food. Like, man, come on, man. Like $8 for a little burger like this.
No, can't do it.
Yeah, that was what they had like years and years ago. I remember I was in one spot and they had like and shit. I actually saw them putting like droplets of Dasani water inside the alcohol. Like I was like, oh no, y'all can't even get like real water. Y'all using Dasani? Get the fuck.
Not the tap. Not the
Dasani.
tap.
I was like, y'all can't even get tap. Y'all get Dasani? Like,
man, you know what? And I saw that about the Dasani water, and it's not even really good for you. Like the Dasani water is like made by Coca-Cola, and they put something else that make you want to be thirsty, and so like in the drinks and stuff.
Yeah, I learned it the hard way.
I don't know how true that. I don't know how true that is. It just I seen a couple, like because I'm not on this drink kick.
No, that sounds about right because I used to drink them things heavily in college, but after a while I was like, damn, why do I feel so thirsty? And then I remember I had a doctor's appointment like the following week, and it was like, yeah, like my sodium levels are down. And like, you been drinking water? I was like, yeah. What kind of water you been drinking? Dasani. Oh, that's where that's where you effed up. That Dasani, that should be apparently it dehydrates you a lot more than it overhydrates. I said, it's water, but it was like, nah, it's Coca-Cola brand of water. There's something they did put in it that takes away a lot of sodium levels. So I thought I was staying hydrated, but apparently even drinking Dasani water, no, it's not it. You gotta drink some real water. That's what my doctor said. He said you gotta drink some real water.
They be giving that shit out at McDonald's.
Yeah, Dasani water. Yeah, because they sell all Coke products.
Yeah, because I love McDonald's breakfast. I do. I like McDonald's breakfast and Chick-fil-A breakfast. You notice, I still got this cup from this morning, water and stuff, but I just want to change cups. I'm being cheap. I ain't want to wash dishes, but I don't. I hate washing. I hate washing dishes. I hate it with a passion. Like when we was younger, we had to like do like jobs, and so like me, my sister, my two sisters, and my brother, we had to rotate a week. One person had to do dishes, one had to do the cleanup, fold towels and clean the living room, all kind of stuff. I always hated when dishes get done. I had to do the week of dishes, and then like you would really hate when you had to do dishes and it fall like on Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Oh, that was punishment.
That was horrible. That was horrible because everybody come over and then like, I'm gonna help you do dishes a week. I said, please, because I remember my week of dishes fell on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I was so bad. I was so like, oh. And then we had the old sinks. And back in the day, my mom and them, they ain't buying no paper plates. They had them, that's why I hate dishes. I hate dishes this day. I hate washing dishes. It's just
like when I was younger, when I used to stay in the house with both my brothers, we used to run matches of Street Fighter Alpha 2 to see which ones would wash the dishes. And of course, me being the youngest one, yeah, you already know how that goes. Yeah, because my oldest brother, he's 10 years older than me. So when I was 5, he was 15. And
he's putting that work in on you. Yeah, get there and get them dishes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. Like if I didn't have like such a rough, well, not like a rough upbringing, but with me not be, if I wouldn't have had like older brothers to like instill in me that I was the younger brother, I wouldn't become like the gamer that I am now because they like those ass whoopings they was dealing out. It prepared me for the ass whoopings I'll be taking later on in life. Like not physically, but mentally though.
Yeah.
No mercy. No mercy.
No mercy. But yeah, man, we used to play Street Fighter games back then to decide who's gonna be washing dishes and stuff. So some good times, even though I lost every single one of them. So taught me a valuable lesson.
Man, so guys, man, how y'all Thanksgiving was? Ness, how was your Thanksgiving, bro?
It was good, man. It was good. The fam came through, ate all the food, all that.
You said ate all the food. Like,
ate all the food.
Like, they didn't save leftovers.
Hold on. I got a picture of the turkey. How it turned out.
Did you try to fry the turkey like everybody be doing, like on the what you call it?
That's the turkey on the smoker.
Oh, that's nice.
You smoked it? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the
turkey before? I've had it before. I just never smoked one.
You see these videos where people try to like fry the turkey and they almost kill themselves and stuff.
Bruh, man, I'm in a barbecue Facebook group.
Yeah.
And bruh, there was some nonsense going on in there. Like people had their fryers and on the kitchen floor with some cardboard out. I'm like, y'all tripping. Like, no.
Oh yeah, like to prevent like the grease from popping up and like catching fire.
Like, no, you need to be doing that outside. Like,
man, explain this. How do you fry turkey? Explain this. What is going on?
So there's a way that you can do it inside their house, right?
Yeah.
You can get one of those indoor fryers
where
you just, you slot it in nice and easy. Make sure that it's padded dry and there's no water or anything like that. And then I think it's a couple like 10, 15 minutes per pound, something like that. I've never fried a turkey, but you can, once it's pretty close to being done and you season it as it's coming out and all that, let it rest, but you don't get to stuff it and all that. But I've had fried turkey and it's been pretty good, but man, the way I smoke them, like it goes in brine 24 hours and it's in a cooler, iced up, and it's seasoned in this brine. And then when I pull it out the next day, I rinse it, pat it down dry, and then I stuff it with 1 yellow onion, 1 bell pepper, 1 Granny Smith apple, 1 Honeycrisp apple, and then I inject it with Cajun butter, and then I get under the skin, season under the skin, and then I season the top of the skin, twine it up, throw it on the smoker, and then I rotate it every hour.
Talking. Keep going, bro. Keep going.
But yeah, man. So it's like when I cut into it, man, it's just like all the juice is just.
This dude got a goddamn Disney turkey over there cutting this birds and shit flying out of his stuff.
Oh, you talking about like the old Looney Tunes joint, like
yeah.
It's like the person don't cut it open. The turkey is like, I'm so warm, juicy, and moist. I cut it up myself.
I know. Hey, cutting it and music start happening in the background.
Oh man, I had the Halo soundtrack playing in the background. Y'all didn't know? Righty then.
Oh man, Mega, how about your Thanksgiving, man?
It was good, man. Got to spend time with the family, and then some other family came up from Florida that I haven't seen in a good minute. So it was nice and chill. Went over my parents' house. We enjoyed some nice time. Just exchanged a lot of old familiarity stories and stuff. Like there was one story of my cousin Mike. He was telling. He was like, "Yeah, man, remember how every time we used to go up to grandma's house, like, every time because she owns a farm." Like every time we had to go up there, we always had to be breaking our back like we Hebrew slaves out there working and stuff. The only thing we were missing was the whips and stuff. I was like, "Oh, hold on, bro." It's like his memory serving right. We was the one, like me and my brothers, we was the one who was mainly doing the work. Y'all motherfuckers just came up and just sat down and did nothing. That's why y'all wasn't doing nothing. We did everything. We was doing all the lawn mowing. We was doing all the stuff involving the hay. We was feeding the cows and chicken and stuff. Cause that video I did, I'm pretty sure y'all saw the farm and stuff. Cause I still go up there every now and then help out and stuff. But like, man, that was us. That was me doing that stuff. Part of that came from some of that trauma. Cause every time I used to get in trouble, I always used to go to the farm in Muzella, Georgia, every single time. But it was good though, man. It built character. So if anybody hasn't had a chance to get out to a farm and stuff, I highly recommend it. Just do like some little manual labor, build some good character for you. And it's nice to get out in the country too. Like that's that fresh air, not that city stuff we breathing all the time. So get that
good well water, that well water,
that good cold.
Hey, but real talk, real water. Like as long as it comes with like a good source, like it has a good.
Hey,
boy, ain't nothing like it, bro. That's some of the best water you can drink too. Some of the best.
Dude, when I moved to Texas, like my mom's like, Thanksgiving was great, but like her water, like 'cause we
Mhm.
stay in Arkansas, right? And the water in Arkansas is just so good. Like coming from like the faucet, and then having like a filter on the faucet, the water be
Oh
so
yeah.
the ice be so
Mhm.
good. I'm like, man, the water. Then you get back here to Texas, and the water all just like this. It's rough.
It's a different texture, yeah.
It's just
Because for like longest, like, because I'm pretty sure I heard it before. The people's like when you drink water, and it's like, man, like there's something like it's like weird about your water. It tastes different. He was like, well, you taste the difference in water. It's water. I was like, nah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Like there's different water companies. If you go from different states, or just try different like manufacturers of water and stuff, every single one of them has like a nuance, or has like some type of nuanced taste to it. Like the
They
worst,
do.
for example, is Deer Park. It tastes like the deer's piss in the water, bro, every single time, bro. So that's like the worst. That's like right behind the Sunny Water for me. Deer Park is
gross.
yeah, because it when you drink it tastes like there's something in it. You don't taste it, but it's hard to explain. It's like has like a heavy distilled taste or something like that.
Yeah,
Like, it's
like
hard
it's
to
almost
describe.
like they put too many chemicals in it to clean it.
Right. Mhm.
It's like that. Yeah. I'm kind of bougie with my water. Like I love my water at the house. It's all filtered and everything. But
Same here.
like when we were living in Oklahoma, it was always bottled water, man. I could not drink out of the tap. That water was nasty, son. It was nasty.
I bet it was like
So
this
I'm
stuff
like,
you get away.
yeah, man. So like when we moved to this new crib, and we had been getting the water out of the refrigerator, and we just replaced the filter, every couple of months.
Mhm.
But
Somebody said right here said like maybe a sulfur in the water.
yeah,
That sounds about right. So
It says filter product is filtered for in the country. Yeah, that's probably definitely. And thanks, Rockhead. Thanks. That is probably definitely. I did hear about that. You know what? Okay, I do need to get a new filter for my refrigerator. I haven't had a new filter in my refrigerator for the last 4 years.
Oh, you tripping?
I know. I haven't. I need to Google it and see how I change it. Go get another.
It's easy.
It's probably easy, yeah. But I'm saying I haven't bought it. It just like I need to go do, and then a couple cycles it'd be better, Because remember we talking about water on the video game podcast, y'all. We'll get to the games in just a minute, but this is how we
no wrong with talking to people about make sure they got good clean drinking source of water, and make sure everything taken care of with their refrigerator.
But
this is important information. What we talking about? We're talking about games and life lessons.
It's not quality H2O. It comes from a glacier.
Remember the pure filters, the pure water things that used to be.
Oh yeah.
Those ain't as popular that they used to. Well, I don't know because I don't use them no more. But remember when they first came out, everybody was getting them.
I remember those. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah, man. I mean, we kind of be like sometimes we just kind of take some of that stuff for granted. We just like, oh, water's water, whatever it is, what it is. I'm like, no, you need to be watching what you're drinking, man, because
that's why Starbucks is so
somebody
good.
in the chat said something about microplastics in your water. That shit is real.
Oh yeah, microplastic. Yeah. The more we talk about the microplastic and the sulfur, I'm like, damn, now y'all got me paranoid to be drinking water out and about now. But I gotta start taking. I gotta start taking. Well, I take like canister waters out with me like on a daily basis whenever I go out. But
look at the meat grips in the chat.
Meat grips.
What's going on, Steve?
What's up, meat grip? He too good for us now, y'all. He be busy. He said Thursday is his night, so meat grips is too busy for us on Thursday night, y'all. So he don't even want to show up. So.
Oh, poor baby, you sound so sad right now.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna drop it. Right? I'm pretty sure he's gonna drop it one of these nights when he got a free Thursday. It's all cool.
He be missing the meat grips. He had free time. He can't say shit because
he said I'm whining.
He is whining. He can't find no games. Like his last video, people were making fun of him. Talking about do you see his follow up video? He was making fun of the people.
Which one was that?
When he got that stuff at McDonald's, right? And then he had put something in there about people was whining about stuff. He had a little part. It was funny. It was real funny.
What's going on with you, Rob?
Was it Roger Rob?
Man, Rob had the
video today.
Had the tearjerker video today, man.
Ross said, "I'm out. I'm out after the year."
He's like, he dropped the mic and said, "I'm out, y'all."
He did it like this. He said, "I'm gone. I'm out. Just like- No, he ain't
the
doing
voice
that.
been
But
playing behind like it's so hard to say goodbye
Oh my god.
to yesterday.
oh my goodness. Speaking of yesterday, y'all, man, PlayStation 30th anniversary. It's here. December 3rd. 30 years ago. I was there.
We all
Man.
were.
Dog, when you say 30, boy, it don't
It was
like say that again, like 30th anniversary. Dog,
30th anniversary. 30th.
Wait, hold on.
30.
30?
30 years, yeah.
PlayStation for 30 years?
Yeah, 30 years, man. Yeah.
It really don't even
Check it
seem
out
like
right
it
here.
is.
30 years of PlayStation. Look at it. 30 years of PlayStation.
That's still the sexiest console they ever released. I'm sorry, but that's
What year did that come out?
1994.
94.
94.
PlayStation came out in 94?
Yes.
Well, and
Right
I know
here,
it came out. I think we got the same year after. I think
you know
we got
what?
the year after something.
It don't even seem like 30
That
years.
don't sound right, man.
No, but see, look,
America,
Oh, that's well,
95.
North America.
Okay.
We got it 95. Yeah.
95. But the official release, it came out in 94.
And there was people importing and stuff too back then. So it's 94. But it don't
Dude,
seem like
I remember, like I said, I remember going to like a Blockbuster Video and renting the PlayStation. And oh my
I did
goodness.
too.
When I rented that PlayStation for the weekend, me and my cousin, that was like the first. That was the first time. The second time was Tekken, but we stayed at like 24 hours playing that machine. It was like the most mind blowing experience I had ever had in my life. Like from the music, the CD. You really had to like be there to see that transition from that to the CD, from the cartridge to the CD. It was just like, it was different. It was so different. It was like
different.
Like playing like Tekken, Jumping Flash, Twisted Metal. The bad okay, so like the transition kind of started with like Sega CD, right? But it really wasn't that great.
Right.
And then PlayStation came and just blew it out the water because when you looked at the discs were like a lot heavier, a lot more compact.
Had the sapphire blue.
Yeah, and also too like when they transitioned from like the long box to like the shorter CDs too. That also it was just a time period. It's like you got the manual, you got the CD, you got to have the memory card, you got the machine, you got a good TV, the music. It was like, it was just great. It was so.
You have like that movie trailer dude talking like when you picked it up. Is like, did he talk behind you when y'all was going to the Blockbuster to get that console?
What do you mean?
Had no idea when he went to go pick it up that he would be the one to play the PlayStation. When he held the controller, it was all over. He had one chance to fight back.
Give me the controller. And know what though too?
Oh, I remember that.
And speaking like the Neo Geo was out there too, and at that time, and different places renting it. Huh?
It was 5 years in when the PlayStation came out in the US.
But it was still expensive. It was still expensive.
That was 90. That was 91 for the. What year was the Neo Geo?
90.
It was 90. I thought it was 91. That thing been out for a minute.
It was out for a hot minute.
Dude, I remember seeing like a KB. I was like, and the price on, I can't afford that. I can afford PlayStation. I still saw Neo Geo through the PlayStation 2 era. It lasted. So it was just that. It was just that. You remember those? You remember those boutique stores that sold like the high-end audio stuff, like in radio, the part of Radio Shack or like Best Buy, Circuit City.
Yeah,
those. They sound like a DB announcer.
Next up, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. What was that?
Street Shooting the Weight.
Yeah, that announcer Dragon Ball Z is like.
Boy, he get you hyped, man.
I know.
Right? I'd have goosebumps. Wait, I'm like, man, just turn Super Saiyan. This has been 30 episodes in. Just turn, man. Take y'all.
You're like, oh no. You're like, oh no. Goku is at his limit. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I remember that. I remember that episode. That episode when they was introducing Cell, he was like, "What is this capsule? And what is this strange device?" And somebody playing a cruel joke on our heroes. I was like, "Oh my god!" Because like it was that episode where Trunks got that picture from Boom. He was like, "Wait, this is the same time capsule. What's going?" Hey, I was like 7 years old when the episode came out. That shit scared me, bro. I said, "Oh my god, what's going to happen?"
Oh my god.
Man, it's like hell. Speaking of Dragon Ball, I got it right here. Like the Dragon Box. I don't know what episode on that. Like I said, this is the bougie box.
That thing is expensive.
I don't got. I know. I don't got 3. I need the other 3. The other 3 are still like they like Neo Geo prices in a way. Like this set, I think it's like about $200 a set.
Yeah. I
Those-
wanted that back in the
good,
day. I
though.
can't do it now. I got the old classic right here.
The orange boxes. I know. I see
Old
you.
boxes, man. I can't let go of them, man, because it's got the Bruce Faulkner soundtrack, man. That was what we grew up on. Toonami. That was the Toonami soundtrack.
Did y'all order that? Did y'all see the Super 10, the Super set? Did you order it?
I seen it.
You didn't order it?
Yep, I got mine pre-order already.
Oh, it's a pre-order.
I think it was pre-order.
That link wasn't pre-ordered.
Hold on, I can look at
I'm gonna
it.
buy it, son.
It's good, man. I be watching it. I pop right to the PlayStation. I be watching that joint, man. Shoot, that Dragon Ball Z is. Oh, I love it.
You know what? Now that you're talking about PlayStation and you brought up EB, was it Electronic Boutique?
Yeah, Electronic Boutique. Yeah,
that's where I picked up Final Bout from. That was I think my last 3 games that I can remember from EB were all on PlayStation 1. So Dragon Ball GT Final Bout was one.
At that point,
Street Fighter Alpha 3 was another one. And then my last one that I can remember picking up from that store before they just disappeared was Street Fighter Collection.
Dude, the Street Fighter Collection,
Bruh.
Okay,
that thing. Oh yeah,
the black label, not the Fighter's Edge one.
Oh no, I was talking about the Saturn version.
Oh no, I'm
the Saturn. Yeah, that's that thing up there now.
And see,
the Saturn version is really expensive. But
Funko Land, the last game I remember picking up from Funko Land was Fatal Fury Special on Super Nintendo. That was the last one I remember picking up from Funko Land.
That was a good one. Man, damn, them games. This
Man,
back in the day.
That for Christmas a couple years ago, CIB, I was like, yes, let's go.
So going back to the PlayStation, right? Oh, let me go back to this. There we go. So September 9th, just look right here. Look at all this iconic stuff, right? We're gonna get this full screen for the audience, everybody to see this right here. So, man, this PlayStation when it released in 95, and I think I got it a couple months after when Blockbuster had it, because I used to work at Blockbuster. But my goodness, so they sold 102 million copies or systems from 94 to 2006.
I swore it was more that they sold, but that's still a very impressive number, regardless.
But look at these games right here, y'all. Look how these are kind of games. We looked at it last time, but
Final Fantasy 7, Tekken,
Parappa the Rapper,
Escape,
Tekken,
Medieval. I don't know what that is. The bottom right corner, towards the
this
bottom.
Jumping Flash. Oh,
Jumping Flash. Okay.
That's Jumping Flash, and this is I think this is Jumping Flash. I don't know what this one is, but it's Ape Escape, Ridge Racer.
Is that Ridge Racer or that Gran Turismo? Is that Ridge?
No, it's Ridge Racer.
Okay, that's Ridge. Okay,
I think it's Ridge Racer. No, I think it gotta be Ridge Racer. It could be Gran Turismo too.
I was in the racing games back then, so that was kind of hard for me to really tell what that is. But it's probably one of those two. Either one of those two.
But y'all, I don't think how many of y'all remember this right here. I'm gonna show y'all. PlayStation Underground. You are not ready. And remember, they had this cut. Okay, so this what blew my mind, right? Magazines were on the way out, really. Not really, but this was the magazine right here. This was your new magazine. What you get, and this is from PlayStation Underground. It will say the red U. You are not red E. The red E. That's what they look. Yeah. So basically, you get a half physical magazine, right? So you can subscribe and everything. This physical magazine, but The real juicy bits, pause, was this magazine. was a was a magazine right here, and I got this in all of them, but every month they had different ones. And then what is the big one? Let me
Wait a minute,
see.
like the cases that were coming. Oh, you subscribe to it, right? Because
Then you
I was
subscribe to it. Yeah, you subscribe
okay
to it.
because the
And
ones
then
I
like
was getting, because
so
the
you
ones
get
I
like
was getting was in the bookstores, and the cases didn't look like that. The ones that I got came like in a little sleeve, kind of like the ones they have at GameStop. So I
oh
could
no,
see.
that was a different magazine.
Oh, okay,
This is
okay.
PlayStation Underground. It was, but talk about that, like the era of the demo disc. The demo disc was like the big thing. Like we didn't have downloads back in my day. We didn't have downloads. You had like advertisement, and you had physical media. You know,
Spiral. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and you had these, and now you can find these pretty cheap. But some of these stuff you can see like game demos or games that didn't come out. I'm trying to find the main one. It was one that was. Oh, here it
Oh
is.
yeah, I was like there was
All right.
one you
The
had.
PlayStation 2 ones.
Yeah, that's the PlayStation 2. That's the
Mhm.
PlayStation magazine. Is it the unofficial or official magazine?
Official.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I've got
So,
that, and I got a bunch of them.
oh man, yeah,
I had a couple of the Xbox official magazine ones. For the original
Oh
ones.
yeah, I had a bunch of those too.
That
so
was
this
nice,
one
though.
right here, right?
Mhm.
This one was the big one because when you got this in the mail, you turned around and you saw this, and you knew,
The Final Fantasy
and
7
you
joint?
knew it was on. And this right here had the demo for Final Fantasy 7.
It was a wrap after
Mm.
that.
It
Mhm.
was. This was like this one here was definitely difficult to get, like because it came with, and it okay. You've seen this disc right here. Everybody's seen this disc. This is like the collector's disc,
Oh, that's the
1990.
Xenogears shit. Oh,
Yeah.
He
It had
said,
all these.
Brave
that's one of my
Fencer was
favorite RPGs, bro. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a.
Oh,
Well, I shouldn't be surprised. That
Blaze on
the
there?
Xenogears.
But
yeah.
then it had this right here. This was a demo disc
Hell
for
is
Final
that? Is
Fantasy
that-
7.
Oh, that's Final Fantasy 7. Okay, the demo disc for that.
Yeah. But that was a demo disc for Final Fantasy 7. And man, I played so much of this to get it. It is hot.
Oh snaps! I'm dropping stuff. So Brave Fencer
Oh,
Musashi,
yeah.
right?
There was
Yeah,
that
I didn't
one.
get
This
Eight,
one had
right?
the demo disc for
Yep.
Final Fantasy 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Square Enix games did that back in the day. The ones that
Man.
came in the double jewel box case joint.
Yep.
A lot of them had those demo discs in them.
Man, I got so many demo discs and stuff. I love demo discs back in the day because we talked about this on other podcasts. You actually had to physically get your butt up, go drive, and get demo discs from different places and stuff.
Yep.
Like I got some demo discs that were just
Hell,
crazy.
You remember when GameStop was still they still did it a little bit afterwards, but when GameStop was still Funko Land, whenever you pre-ordered certain games, they gave you demo discs. Like Conquer Live and Reloaded, I pre-ordered that joint. They gave me a demo disc for Xbox. That was like the last time I remember getting a demo from them. They used to do
Somebody
it
said they don't remember Funko Land. Man, Funko Land, like I said, was before Funko Land turned. Well, the GameStop Corporation bought Funko Land and turned it into GameStop. Well, that's how it was.
Babbage's and then
Yeah, there was Babbage's
games. It was like all of them. To be
All
honest,
of them together, yeah.
yeah.
But that was great. Like at that time, and then want to talk about another jump from freaking PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2. Oh boy, that was a jump from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2.
It was like a
you knew your games
it was like a decade jump. It felt like looking at PlayStation because like there was games that were just visually stunning. I'm talking about they were out of this world. We thought it can't get no better than this back then.
Yeah,
like I remember my buddy getting
like
the
SmackDown games.
Yep, SmackDown.
What was it? Metal Gear Solid 2. He had the demo disc for that.
Here's a game that everybody loved. These two right here. Need for Speed Underground 2. Riding on the stone.
Oh, bruh. Man, that song got played so much. I was like, dang, I can't stand this song.
I can't either,
I like it again, but I'm like, ugh.
That soundtrack, riding on the stone. I'm like, that song. That's what some of those songs be burnt in your freaking brain because they just keep playing and playing. And it's like, all right, switch the track. you trying to build your car.
You know what? PlayStation 2 was there was tons of games that had some dope soundtracks on there. Like
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh,
Soundtrack. You have
The radio station.
Voice of 5'9" was on there, bro. It was fire, man. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Man.
I would use it. I would jack a car and just ride around listening to radio station. Yeah. And you watch stuff just going crazy. It's like, oh, okay, they over there fighting, or you just riding around. You're like, man, GTA 3, that changed a lot for the PlayStation.
Oh, bro, it changed.
It changed a lot. Like, okay, like iconic games that changed the PlayStation 2. Was it Madden 2001? Yeah, I think it was Madden 2001. The first Madden on PlayStation 2, and then GTA, and
I think Final Fantasy X came out the same year as GTA 3, if I'm not mistaken, and that was a big one. That was Hold on, let me make sure. I think it was 2001.
But this is the defining games. They was like, oh, this is right. Oh, and this one was it came later, but it was a defining game. Like, and then Need for Speed also. You just got like them classic defining games on the PlayStation 2. That was like, if anybody in the chat, let me know what kind of defining games on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, yep. Final Fantasy X, July 19th, 2001. That was, I don't think people realize like how big that one was. When it didn't do the exact type of numbers as Final Fantasy 7, but it was real close though, because that was the first like mainline RPG that had like really serious like voice acting in it, and it was next level stuff.
Final Fantasy X, bro. Oh my god. When I played that the first time and like completed that game, I was just like in awe. Like the visuals, the
cinematics,
the cinematics, bro.
Or it was movie type quality stuff.
Metal Gear was another one, man. Metal Gear's cinematic.
Oh yes, okay. That Metal Gear 1 was that great cinematic.
Yeah,
but
Sons of Liberty, bro, was was dope. The tanker mission was fire.
The tanker you got the raid. You like, I'm
gonna change everything. It was everything afterwards.
I know, like, bro, what is this? Where's Snake? I'm over here like,
that was the biggest switch up in history.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I remember there was a demo of Metal Gear Solid 2 that ended off right as the tanker mission ended.
Yeah, so it ended, bro.
Yeah, and then that's why everybody was like, "Oh man, I can't wait to play Metal Gear 2." And then we got the full game. You played that exact same mission again, and then that's when you got the ride. It was like, "Hey, bro, what is?"
I'm like, when do we get back to Snake?
He finessed everybody. That was. Oh my gosh!
The story was good.
It's like one of the biggest trolls in the gaming industry, bro.
No, it was good. You just kept wondering when you're gonna switch back to Snake, and this is before the internet. Nobody spoiled it. Like that game didn't get spoiled by. If that game they came out now, it would have been spoiled. Like, oh, you gonna change something? I never go back. Yeah, that's why I ain't doing a remake. I think that game don't need a remake. It just.
I would like a remake, a visual,
two.
Yeah, of like 1, 2, 3. Well, they're already doing 3, but yeah, I wouldn't mind.
One already got a good remake on the GameCube.
Oh, you talking about Twin Snakes? Yeah.
Yeah, Twin Snakes was dope. Twin Snakes, you just gotta make sure in the disc you got it don't crumble because they made them discs was horrible.
Yeah, but I'm with Nesto. Yeah, I wouldn't mind them. I wouldn't mind them giving the same treatment to Metal Gear like Capcom did to Resident Evil. Just do like a whole slate of remakes.
Y'all remember this?
Onimusha. Oh yeah.
Damn, it was so dope.
3 was my favorite mainly because
3 was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, because only reason I'm favorite because they had guns in that one because it was almost like more modern times. So that's the one I like really mess with a lot. But since we're speaking of PS2, like I remember the first game I actually got. This is actually the same copy I got too. I was surprised I actually had it. A lot of people don't actually know about this one. X Squad. Hold on, let me focus that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, X Squad. This was the best thing I can compare this to is almost like Splinter Cell, but it's more actiony. You get to play with like these 4 people on the front of the cover, and actually a little bit of noteworthy for the series. Like one of the lead designers that actually make this actually went on to Rockstar, and eventually he helped to lead one of the projects to make Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So a little bit of knowledge for you people there. But yeah, that was like a cool game. It's one of the first games that I got when the system first came out.
Man, so this iconic system was a lot of people's first DVD player. It definitely was my first DVD player.
It was the cheapest DVD player too, because shoot, like some of them prices back in the day, boy, them.
It was tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, and we saw that last time, but this is a beautiful shot of PlayStation right here. This is like a perfect shot. They put this in the studio.
Right here.
Yeah, mine's sitting down over here.
The fatty.
The fat.
Got a big fatty for you sitting right there on the shelf. It's been through some wars and everything, but it still purrs like a kitten. It still goes.
Here's my fatty.
Is that white or silver? That's silver.
That's blue. That's blue.
Crystal.
This is ocean blue.
Oh, like
this is
the ocean. Okay. Because the way
this
you
ocean.
moved it kind of had like a shimmer to it, so it's kind of hard.
Oh, not a light. Just that blue, and when a light hits blue, it just
right.
It's based. This is a Japanese PlayStation 2, and basis is modded for Japanese and American games, but it's nice. I love it.
Nice.
That's clean. That's hella clean. I got a slim in the box that's been chilling. I picked that up from Goodwill. It got all it got all the goodies in there. It even had a RGB cord, Sony official, that came in. Before
the system stopped having that.
Yeah. I was like,
I think hard to find. Yeah.
I was like,
hey,
that.
Remember these?
All the memory
cards.
Oh
yeah. Is that the Mac has joint or is the yellow one? I can't.
Yeah, the yellow. No, this is a Kemco.
Oh, Kemco. Yeah.
This is a Japanese one. This is Japanese, but it's a 8 megabits. It's 8 meg. It's something different with this one though. This right here, but memory cards, man. I had so many memory cards. Like, and then what's so great about it? Like, you got your memory card on the PlayStation. And then they had like the memory card holder. You can put it like right here.
Mm-hmm.
We just like, this came with a pack of cards from Target. I never opened them.
Oh, I didn't know that existed.
You still have it with the cards? Wow.
Yeah, they had the Target exclusive. See?
Yeah,
Target exclusive.
Okay, I didn't know they had Target exclusive of that, bro. That's new.
Like, man, when you talk about love PlayStation stuff, try to find out like little bits and pieces and still finding things out like years later about the PlayStation. PlayStation 2 is probably, like I said, my top system. PlayStation 1 would be, but PlayStation 2 can play PlayStation 1 games, and
PlayStation 2 is in my top 3 consoles.
Yeah, it's in my top 3. It's PlayStation, Neo Geo, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And that
was my 3 as well.
Really, yeah. And matter of the day how I'm feeling, it switch. I just don't put one over the other because they just rotate. They just one day one can be one, the other day can be two for me.
The way I look at it is like each of them have their own use case. That's the way I look at it. Like if I'm in a mood to just play an arcade-based game, then of course, I'll play the Neo Geo.
Yep.
If I'm trying to get into like something with a little bit more depth, maybe like an RPG or a JRPG or something like that, PlayStation 2 all day.
Yeah,
maybe in some fighting games too. And then Super Nintendo, just straight nostalgia. You can't go wrong. You could pick any game, to be honest.
Got the classic playing in the background,
Yeah.
And just something about that era. Just that generation of just games.
Yeah.
Was pure and stuff. Like this weekend we was talking to me and my sister and my brother and stuff. We was talking about the power pad. And remember, we had the power pad. We didn't play. We had it doing like this. I don't know if y'all played the power pad like that. We put it on the ground. Because I got tired. I was like, hold on to like and doing like this and running.
I remember watching the Angry Video Game Nerd. He was like playing games like that's what exactly he was doing. He had on the floor. He kept doing this like he was playing like the bongo drums. Oh, what's going on, bro? What's going on?
The power pad, when we got it right, we always got stuff late because it was a lot of us. But that damn power pad. And speaking of, told us on a podcast before too, is the damn U-Force. I hate the U-Force. It tricked me.
That sounds fair.
You don't remember the U-Force?
I don't remember that.
Okay, let me show y'all what the U-Force is.
What?
The U-Force.
That sounds very.
That's from the NES. The U-Force. I don't know.
Oh, the thing where you had to hover your hands over it, and it was almost like it was almost like IR technology, but yeah, I know it opened up like a battleship. It was like a plastic thing. It opens up, and you move your hands around it. Yeah, I remember.
This right here,
yeah.
Okay. This is the U-Force back in the day. This bad boy right here.
But that thing looks that thing looks retro as hell, bro.
See right here,
it is, but
it's very old style.
This takes me back to when the commercials were like mini movies and they had explosions and shit. You remember them cartoon, like not the commercials for toys and like games and stuff, like during the holiday season, and they would send you all them toy books from Toys R Us and Dillard's and
forced me to play
Macy's and all that, and they'd have all that, and then the same lineup of commercials would be on with your Saturday morning cartoons. You'd be ready, man.
Dude, the commercial got me right. Because like they put Mike Tyson Punch Out in front of it, and you can I could beat Mike Tyson doing this stuff. Man, Mike Tyson whooped my ass. I got my ass whooped.
That thing was
I'm gonna beat him and then get him doing pow. I was like, what? I was like, wait, get up, doing all this stuff. Get up.
That thing was the Connect before the Connect was a thing. That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
But it didn't even work. It didn't even work like half the time.
It was okay design. I want to see somebody like U-Force probably could make his way back, but it didn't. It was just.
I thought it was funny how the label, not the label, but the logo on the front was the exact same logo they used for G.I. Joe, the exact same font and everything.
Oh, a lot of people used that font back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people used that font because G.I. Joe was just crazy.
Joe.
That's crazy. It's the
G.I. Joe movie. I found a G.I. Joe movie like a couple weeks ago at Goodwill. I love that movie. That intro, boy.
2009.
They get a live action movie. Not live action.
I just watched the Snake Eyes movie like 2 weeks ago. That was the first time I watched it. I was like, it's all right.
What was that? Rise of Cobra was okay.
Yeah,
it was with Keenan Wayne. Well, not Keenan.
No, it was Marlon.
Marlon was in there.
Yeah,
he kind of took himself serious. I was like, okay,
it was him and who was the other dude?
The Rock was in there too.
Yeah, that's why so and so got. Well, I ain't gonna spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it. But what was the other dude? Played Gambit. Oh my god!
You know what I say?
Channing Tatum.
Yeah. Bother the hell out of me if I didn't get that.
Well, I ain't gonna say nothing better, but it was funny. I said, "Yo, Joe." I had a hate, boy. That was funny. He said, "Look, Project Retro Game. My biggest is my Neo Geo MVS and CD, PS1, and Xbox. Yeah, he got a big Xbox collection. He showed me and stuff.
I had a big Xbox collection at one point.
You did. It's gone now.
She's gone now. Hey, you put it towards a good thing though, man. So,
I did.
No, right there. Y'all go check that video out, man. He bought. Dang, but you know what though? Like I said, you didn't pay for that $10,000. No, $80,000, $50,000. He paid $78,000 for this game, y'all. And he rich.
Yeah,
I was about to say, like, he put our numbers back in it.
Tripping.
Oh boy,
nah, that ain't happening. Like I get a lot of leniency with my wife, but yeah, that ain't happening.
You better that pool better be in there. You said 78,000.
Yeah,
like he got
the next video coming out would be like, Nessa's getting a divorce.
Don't say that. Don't even play like that, bro. Don't play like that.
No.
Don't even play with the word.
No.
Oh, I forgot I had this. Look at this mess. I got this at Goodwill.
Boom.
Oh god, not Live 97.
Why would you even buy that?
Live 98 is my favorite though. I think that's the one with
was it Live 98 or 96?
Who's the one with Allen Iverson on it? Is that 98?
BG, he lying. Don't worry about it. It wasn't real. It was a joke.
He's like, he overgot the
me never.
Lord have mercy. 78. No, I was just joking. That's gonna be in somebody else's Facebook or somebody else's YouTube video. And his friend bought so much again. I also too want to give a quick shout out to Undisputed. They sent me over the game and like a lot of stuff. Go check out the little box they sent me. But pretty good, decent boxing game today. Newest update: Jake Paul is on Undisputed. You can go get you can go get Undisputed on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, only in stores. Go pick up the physical copy. If you're a boxing fan, you will enjoy this game.
Question: is there
Yeah.
a DLC for Mike Tyson so I can actually beat him with Mike Tyson? The way he should have been
Like
I have
prime
not seen
prime
Tyson,
Mike Tyson
on
is
the
that.
game, man. And
Prime Mike Tyson is that. Like that's what we need.
Muhammad Ali is on there,
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
so
That's
now you
cool.
can take Muhammad Ali and you know they got the boxing game is a little different. They had like some issues at first, like balancing stuff out. They kind of worked some things out, but it's a decent boxing game. It's not like
It's not like
EA.
Fight Night.
It's not like Fight Night. It's a little different. It's more simulation than
Okay,
you just got to play it. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a learning curve, but you'll enjoy it.
I used to love Fight Night, bro. Man,
Oh yeah.
Fight Night.
But thanks, guys, to Undisputed. More boxing games, more stuff out there for us to play. They sent me a digital code. I get it. I'll get the physical one day. Hey, but I double dip when to get on cheap. Ain't gonna be real.
Oh, it went up in price. The
No. It's like whenever like Marvel vs. Capcom, right? They gave me.
Oh, gotcha.
Marvel vs. Capcom. And also check out the Marvel vs. Capcom video that I put out, y'all. Y'all surprised me with that. That is doing really good on the
That was
channel.
a really
Like,
good video, man.
It was actually a really good video, bro. Like I watched it, I was like, oh, okay, I like this. It was, variety between all the consoles and
I just that been on my mind for a while, right? And I just see nobody doing that video, and I said, I bet people want to kind of see what the difference is. We kind of figure it out, but if you want to see it in action and stuff, like it get really positive reviews and stuff. And I said, okay, I get more people that it's between Switch, PS for the Portal and the Switch, the Portal and the Steam Deck. There we go.
Oh, yeah,
the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
And the Portal, like I said, after the video, this happens always, right? When you record, it don't want to work right, but it don't. Like my Portal works perfect, right? Oh, now I started recording. It's time to start recording. It's going to glitch up. I said, "You mother sucker!" But
I was doing the same thing.
But I'm glad it glitched like that, so let people know like this is what you're getting, And the Switch plays really good. Like I put them other Joy-Cons on there, and I was like, "Dang, this is good, really good system, really good game." Like,
I got a PS4 copy, but I'm contemplating whether or not I'm going to open it or not.
I wouldn't open it. I mean, I'll probably get a Switch copy. I'm thinking to get another PS4 copy and just leaving it sealed because, man, that game, we waited like, not 20 years, but at least 10, 15 years, 10 years. When that game come out?
2000. Yeah, 2000. And then we got a
Xbox,
and then we got an Xbox and PS2 version of it.
Like
2 or 3 years later. So it's been about 20 years since we got another physical version.
Wow.
For MVS2?
Yeah, for Marvel's Capcom 2, yeah.
Is it Neil? You're getting all the cyborgs and all the games?
I'm getting Final Vendetta. I have that on pre-order with Bitmap. That's the only one I'm getting.
I just got me a new one in today. Shock Troopers. NCI version. This right here is Ness had it over his house. And I'm like, man, I missed it. It was like one of them games like, I don't need it. But then he pulled it out, pause, and I played it. I played. I was like, man, it was like I
collected it from the shelf and handed it to him.
Yeah. They pulled it off his shelf. He was all right. Pulled it off his shelf. Owls. God damn. All right. The game is good. The game is really.
He got to test it out.
Yeah, it was really good. Like they did a really good job of NCI. And Nancy, you might want to explain what NCI for people. But look, it came with a full color manual, and then like And then look at this right here, this cartridge. Now, what's so about this cartridge? This cartridge is so light. It is so light.
It doesn't have like official boards, so it's
No.
chips. It's just a repro board.
Okay.
So it's not going to use like SNK chips or anything like that. It's not going to be like a donor cart from another AES game, and it's not going to take chips from an MBS cart. They just ported it on a burnable chip and a board. So that's why it's lighter. And then the NCI is abbreviated as Neo. What is it? Neo Concept International. So they're a company that I don't know all the background details. I'd have to go back and do research, but back in the day they were really big on doing like
releases
on par conversions, and you couldn't deviate and tell what was real and what was fake with some of their games. So NCI does a really good job of not killing actual legit boards and chips out there that are still out there. They just do burned improm chips on a board. And then they also make sure that they apply their stickers on the insert, the manual, things of that nature. So somebody can't just rip that off and say, oh, this is real. No, they can't do that. And a lot of the games that they do now, they primarily focus on games that never made it to AES, but because their past experience with doing inserts, manuals, and things like that looks really, really good on the shelf with the rest of your legit AES games. So you look it on my shelf, it's like, damn, like that came out on AES. I'm like, no, it didn't.
That's what I said when I went over there. I was like, damn, when this come out? And like, no, this is right. And I played. I was like, dude, this is dope. I just love how they did the cover. They it looks like a legit release, man. Like, look at that.
Yeah, it does.
It looks undistinguishable. Yeah.
I like it for the fact that they're not destroying like legit boards and carts and stuff like that, because folks, so for those of you out there that want to know, like, what's the difference between what's up, Keith? What's the difference between a conversion or a repro in Neo Geo terms? A lot of people will get this confused, like, oh, this is a real conversion and this isn't a conversion. Like, let's kind of remove that conversation. There's a conversion and then there's a reproduction. Conversion is where they take actual chips that were done by SNK, boards. They take those chips off of an MVS or an arcade cartridge. They solder those on a donor AES cart. So that's the home console cartridge. It could be like a Samurai Showdown or something else. They solder those chips off, put the MVS chips on, and now you've got that new game. And then they put on some repro insert sticker, all that stuff. And then they pass it off as a conversion. So some people are like, well, it's still SNK, but it wasn't made by SNK. It wasn't issued by SNK as that game. Somebody made the modification. That's why we call it a conversion. A repro is just someone took and burned the ROMs on some chips, put it on a fake board, put it in a repro cartridge, slapped a sticker, an insert, whatever, and then they're selling it.
Like them CDs that was at the barbershop.
Yeah. Repro, man. That's like, hey, you want
barbershop
this
bootleg Neo Geo
or do you want this, you want this Jack and Daniels, whatever you want to call it. It's
a bootleg Jack and Daniels Neo Geo game, bro. What would they think of next?
Yeah, man. I do have conversions. I have like 2 or 3 conversions, which I know some people are against it, and I don't have them for games that I know I'm never going to be able to get their legit copy. Just not gonna happen. So it is what it is.
Unless we find something at Goodwill or like a unit or somewhere one day.
Bro, I'll tell you this. If I find one of the most rarest games at a Goodwill, you can guarantee your boy's gonna go get him some lottery tickets that day, because that is gonna be the day. That is the day that I win the lottery. Y'all might not even see me on YouTube.
I was like, yeah, that
That's
sounds
the
like
day.
it. He was like,
I'll be
damn,
like, Rob, I'll
Be
be
like,
like,
man, this
goodbye.
Be like, Rob, see y'all, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Man, but okay, let's continue the conversation about the PlayStation 30th anniversary. We're going to the PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3. Oh my god, this is the dark ages for the PlayStation brand, because these mofos came out with a PlayStation 3, heavy as hell, hot as hell, high as hell. This thing was like $600 something, and I still bought it. And a lot of people did.
I bought it when it came out.
I did. I was happy as heck too. I was so happy. That box was heavy. I said, oh, this thing got some heft to it.
bro. I remember when they announced it at E3 2006. It was like you can get it for the price of $499.99 and $599.99. People was like, "Oh my god!" Like,
I know that screenshot. I was like,
yeah, that sticker
okay.
shot, bro. That shit was real.
That was good. That sticker shot was crazy. Like,
And
look
you
at
remember
this,
they was kind of fools themselves back then too, because like they was out there openly saying, "Hey, y'all, if y'all can't afford it, y'all might have to get a second job and shit." I was like, "Damn!" So it's like that. I don't know if y'all remember that, but they was.
I remember that. I remember somebody
like,
said
in interviews and stuff. And yeah, I was like, "Damn, bro, y'all really feeling yourselves."
But look at this PlayStation 3. We can always tell this is not the super glossy one. This ain't the first they can look at. Just look at it right here. You know, like. It's not super glossy. You don't see the trays and stuff, but still, this is the PlayStation 3 that came out with the Spider-Man font. It was great though. It did everything. Now here you go. It had the 4 USBs.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a great. See,
I think the 20 gigabyte model, the one with the silver lining on the 60 gigabyte, the 21, it didn't have that silver line on it.
No, it didn't.
And it didn't have that media card expansion slide either, did it?
No, I think it had a media card. It just didn't have like the other little bells and whistles like the Chrome and all that kind of stuff. So remember back in the day, everybody wanted Chrome this. You know, Xbox had a Chrome. They had a. Like, I'm tired of Chrome. Like, I'm glad the Chrome era is over. You know, it's spinning. I'm sick and tired of it.
That little piece of Chrome would put you in a class. It was like, are you peasants or are you kings or queens? That's pretty much what it was.
And then somebody talking about the Super Slim most rep. I don't think so, because I see this Super Slim. I hate this one. Now that this is the Super Slim, but the Slim model, PS3 Slim, that's the most reliable. The Super Slim,
really the Super Slim. Because when I came out, I was working at Best Buy, and that thing had a lot of returns because the tray top, because it was literally like held together with like a few pieces of springs and like a rubber band or some shit. But yeah, like if you kept sliding it back and forth, you can break that thing off. So from my experience, that thing wasn't the most reliable. It was like the failure rate on that thing just from the disk drive itself was pretty high.
I hated it. But then the new controllers on the PlayStation 3, you know, we got one over here. I'm working on a video, but the DualShock 3. Now the DualShock was like, it was a great controller. Like this is all in white. I'm sorry, I'm blinding everybody, but this is the 6-axis DualShock 3. This was probably an all-time GOAT controller because, you know, the PS2 controller was amazing, and then it's cut it off. So hey, make it wireless, and there you go. It was just.
Y'all remember that prototype PS3 controller that looked like a boomerang? Yep.
Yeah, the boomerang controller.
Yeah, we was calling that the boomerang / the batarang controller. That thing was. I'm glad they actually, because that museum that they opened up or whatever, they actually still have that like on display. So they like they never scrapped it, so you can like go there and see it. So I think that's pretty cool. So like you get to see a what if scenario if they actually would have went through with that thing. I'm glad they changed it, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
The games that define the PlayStation 3, right, y'all? Well, look at some of these games right here, like Motorstorm.
Sorry.
These three. Wait, hold on. What game are you booing?
All of them.
You didn't like none of these games? Oh, I forgot you were
PlayStation 3. I felt
same here.
honestly,
Like with the
I felt betrayed, man. They just
Okay, let's talk about that. Why did you feel betrayed? You never.
I mean, like,
with
so
the exception of like 2 games, yeah. For
PlayStation
me.
1.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the entry point into disc-based games for me. PlayStation 2 had banger after banger after banger, and there was a lot of depth in the games. I think there was a shift in the thought process with Sony on how they were looking at, delivering games moving into the PlayStation 3. Now, when we first got the PlayStation 3, we had the backwards compatibility.
Yep.
You can still play your PlayStation 1 and 2 games, or at least some of them.
Some.
And then, like
take it
halfway
away.
through like a third of the way through the life cycle, they're like, you know what? We don't need to do that anymore. Let's just go ahead and say you guys don't need to play your PlayStation 2 games anymore. Let's just keep it PS3. The problem I have with PS3 is, like, if you look at the library of PlayStation 2, there was a reason why there were so many consoles sold on the PlayStation 2. You had badass games. Badass games.
Yep.
Now, some of those games that, we got sequels for and, they continued stories on, yeah, they're on the PlayStation 3, but are they the best out of those series? No.
Nah.
Like if you're telling me Metal Gear Solid 4 is better than 3 and 2 or 1, yeah, bruh. I don't know if we can be friends after that.
Metal Gear Solid 3, you saying?
If you're telling me Metal Gear Solid 4 that
okay.
came out on PS3 is better than 3 or 2 or 1, bruh. I mean, now visually, because of course we increased. Yes, it wins all day visually.
Yes.
But the direction, and I don't know if that was just more Kojima and Konami and all that, and the way that
I think that's when they had they fallen out at 4,
and that could be the case. But
yeah, 4 was they fell out.
Yeah,
because it was like a freaking movie. Like that's why the game still is not nowhere right now because it's so big.
I think it still has the world record for the longest in-game cutscene, like ending wise. I think that joint's like it's either 35 or 45 minutes. It was damn near an hour.
It was long. I'm like, bruh, what is happening right now?
Yep.
Like, I usually like cutscenes, but to the point where I was like, man, I got to go.
Yeah, that was back when his fascination, when he got a hard on for just, man, I need to start making movies all of a sudden now, because it's like half of that game was literally just cutscenes. When you think about it, literally half the game was cutscenes.
So I'll tell you this: PS3 is what turned me to Xbox.
Same here.
Okay.
Same
right.
here.
So this was I was all in PlayStation up until 3. So I had a lot of friends that were all Xbox. They were playing Halo and all that, and they were trying to convert me. I'm like, nah, man, SOCOM all day, son. We do this over here. We PlayStation over here. That's how I was.
All day, every day.
All day. PlayStation, Sony. That's how I was.
PlayStation.
Man, it sound like you about to start throwing them gang signs. Like PlayStation all day.
PlayStation. Got the PlayStation right here. The PlayStation game. Right.
I don't know what
gang.
I don't know what that is.
saying.
But so I remember, like, I had a buddy at work. He was like, man, I need PlayStation. I was like, bro, I'll sell you my PlayStation. He's like, for real? And I was like, yeah, I'll sell it to you. So I sold it.
Wow.
And then after that, it was 360, and I never looked back.
Dude, and I remember that I'm not you selling your stuff, but I remember the time when we go get them games. Like, man, I don't want no PlayStation 3. I said, sure, no, you have them all. He was like disgusted with the PlayStation 3.
We was in the Goodwill. There was 50 games up in there. Half of them were PlayStation 3. So you want that game? That's a good game. I was like, you got it. He's like, what? I was like, that's all you, brother. Go ahead, take them all. I don't care.
He's like,
all you.
He took the PlayStation 3 at all.
You still got that Street Racer, Looney Tunes? The Street Racer, right? Or did you trade it?
Yeah, it's still up here.
Okay, that was a good pickup too. That was really good.
I know my prices now. I've been going to Goodwills enough. I know when the junk is there, and you was like, I don't need that. I'm like, yoink.
I had to get a wing.
It's like jokes on you, motherfucker. I've done the market research, and yeah, I'll be taking that.
So for me, and I know we're talking about PlayStation here, but like 3 was where it fell off in terms of like the games, and to me.
Okay.
And when my viewpoint started, shifting to 360. By this time, you've got Halo 3. Gears came out, bro. It was insane. Gears was so good. You had, during that time, there was a lot of good animes that were coming out. Naruto had made this shift. Like Rise of the Ninja was a really good game.
Rise of Ninja was
really good game.
Rise of Ninja, and then the Broken Bone.
Yes,
both of them. Both of them. Those so those two Naruto games, like when it stopped, and then it continued right. It was like what the third one is. It was so perfect.
Yeah,
the animation. It was an Xbox exclusive to this day. To this day, that game is still good, and it's a $30 game. Like we talking about PlayStation, but like Need for Speed Most Wanted 2006. Oh my god! That's my. When people ask, "What's your favorite game?" I don't have, but that's in the top 10. I love that game.
It was so good, man. It was so good. I mean, there were so many games. Like, in my friends,
you ain't got no love for the PS3 Snoop Dogg.
You ain't got.
If we weren't playing Gears, if we weren't playing Halo, we were playing Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2. If it wasn't a shooter, we were playing a Need for Speed game. We were playing Gears. There was always something.
You'll be like, hey, I got some more games today.
Look. I'm not cashing nothing right now. I'm not cashing
that man up.
Like, see me outside. How about that?
I want you all to know, all right? This is how it's going to go.
Oh my god.
Masterpiece Theater will be soon approaching.
But that did, you know what? The PlayStation 3, I wanted to have love for it, and now that I look back on it, I'm just loving it even more. But that was Xbox, the 360 generation. You couldn't beat it. 360 had everything on lock, and then once they opened that dang store, it was good, man.
Oh, the marketplace.
Marketplace.
Man, bro, it was on fire, man.
It was another level, man. And Blades, and then they switched over, and then you can get the first. When Xbox Live Arcade came on the scene, and he was like, "What is this? We can like sit home and have to go download games," which they were setting us up already, but still, no. But
Geometry Wars,
Geometry Wars. Oh my god,
Castle Crashers.
Yes.
Damn, there's like so many of them. I know you guys played a game called Braid. It was single player, but that was really good. It was like a platform puzzle type game.
Those games was dope.
And it was only on the marketplace too, man. That was boy.
I'm glad people say those games. I still need to get an Xbox 360 and get it modded and get all those games again.
I got a 360 I picked up at Goodwill last week, the week before last?
Was it modded?
I don't know. I still haven't tested it. It's still in the bag, just chilling. I ain't even messed with it.
Yeah. You can thank me later because I went out of town. You found something.
Bro, that was like the first time in like a couple of weeks I actually got out of the house and looked.
I know,
it's been dry out here in these streets.
It has been. It's been dry.
There's a picture of a Steel 360 game he finds.
Puzzle Quest. That's right, Puzzle Quest.
Yeah, Puzzle Quest. That was
that's Puzzle Quest. Okay, so man, I don't know y'all been saying that them games make me feel good. Like those games, like when Miss Pac-Man came along, it was like, okay, we've been playing it so long, but it was just still there. And then they had like a little border and all that kind of shit. I was like, man, yeah, it was. Xbox Lit was PS2. Yeah, that was
PS2, like the online for PS2, I loved because it was free.
Yes, I'm sorry. Uno with the camera on 360 with the game. Oh, that was and that's still so good. Hard. Oh my goodness,
gosh, bro, that caused so many fights within my friend circle. It's like almost as if y'all were there in the same place.
The Xbox 360 camera, yo. Everybody had to get it. Them cameras were sold out, and it came with a camera, like some couple months of Xbox Live, and then Uno. Boy, we was playing Uno so much, man, on 360, and people just like the camera, like like oh my goodness, that was such a good game. But Uno online anyway is still great. It's still to this day, like Uno on the Switch,
yeah.
you can play it. It's still good.
We
All that-
played Uno for Thanksgiving, man. We had money on the table and everything.
Ha!
Did you
We
see?
turned that into our little own casino. Shit, what you talking about?
Speaking of Uno, they had the big Uno cards on sale at Amazon. I didn't buy them for Black Friday. I should have bought those, but had the big old Uno cards. I
Oh yeah,
didn't get
yeah.
those.
My daughter, she came up with like a variation of Uno for us to play. Man, it's crazy. It's like we can stack draw twos. So like if someone's, if the
Y'all
player
had house rules, huh?
makes you draw two and you have a draw two in your hand, in your deck, you stack that on, the next person has to draw 4. But if they have a draw 2, they stack that, the next person draws 6. Talk about some craziness, but that's not all, right? Then she's like, you want to play 0s and 7s? I was like, what's 0s and 7s? She's like, for every time somebody throws down a 0 or a 7, you have to rotate your whole deck to the next person. So it's like your strategy goes completely out the window. And now you're dealing with somebody else's deck. Somebody could have Uno. They could have called Uno. They could have one card left. And it's like now the whole it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That's our fight. That was our fight.
I never.
Man, we had 2 games going, and we are
especially you drinking.
My mom, bro. Y'all know my mom she's a gangster when it comes to games. She plays no holds bar. But she's like,
y'all playing Uno like spades.
Yeah,
might as well be.
Yeah, a little bit.
Might as well.
She said the PS3 and Xbox cameras were hella nice. They were. It was just that time. Like the PS3 camera looked really. The PS2 camera looked. The PS3 camera looked nice too. But it was just like it was good. They were great. It was just. It was a time of an era. It was like. It was good. You go back and like now you probably wouldn't want to use it, but remember. Okay, I got a core memory for you. When Halo 3 came out, right? Remember the Halo 3 headset, the little earpiece? Did you buy that?
Yep.
Had that joint, bro.
You still got it?
The green and gold joint. Yep,
man.
I got that joint, man. Yeah, I think about getting another one off eBay, but like that little Halo 3 and they had like the 3 on there.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
The little piece came off like this. And stuff. I was like, oh snap.
Like quality wise, it was like quality wise, I think it was kind of shitty, but like in terms of like how it looked, like I think it was cool though. Like it was cool.
Hey,
I enjoyed that thing.
When Halo 3 dropped, I had every piece of Halo merch. I bought the everything Halo. It was like I had the cat helmet. I got the what was it? The little earpiece thing. I got the controllers. I even got upgraded my Xbox membership because they had little cards and stuff. I was like, scratch that joint off.
I think my best memory of Halo, I'll say Halo 3. I have two core memories. Actually 3. No, 2 for Halo 3. One was midnight release.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it was midnight. Me and 3 of my other college buddies went to the GameStop in the mall, and it was wrapped. And it was down. So the GameStop was down in the food court. So it was downstairs in the food court, and it wrapped all the way through the food court, up the escalator, and out towards the front. It was packed, and we got there 2 hours in advance. We were like 10 in line. And I was like, I had a buddy. He was like, bro, I can't get off work. I'm like, bro, I don't know what to tell you because I ain't cutting lines and nothing like that. I'm getting this game and I'm going home. We gonna play. And I remember having these conversations. Those were the best times because you were having conversations with just random people you don't know.
Yep.
You're all sharing that common thing. And it was just about the game, man. Be like, man, how long you been playing Halo, man? I've been playing since the first. Man, I was playing Halo 2 last night, man. We've been just to get reacclimated again. It's been a while since I played, but man, I've been ready for Halo 3. I've been ready for it.
Man, bro.
You
have people drive. I'm sorry, but like the game stops. You have people drive. What y'all waiting on? A game? What you want?
Yeah, yeah. You'd have that, and then the GameStop guys would come out, and they'd be like, "Yeah, who wants a poster? Oh, I want a poster. I want a poster. Who wants a cap? Who wants a shirt?" Man, those.
I miss like just like when Ness was saying, like that commonality that we all share, we're all just trying to get the game. How many of y'all's like exchanging? How many of y'all exchanged gamer tags like with like 10,
Oh,
20,
yeah.
30 random people? Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's like
Popping up when you
literally,
get home.
like,
Boop, boop, boop,
yeah,
boop,
like
boop.
literally, like you can go to that event by yourself, wait there for like an hour, 2 hours, however long you waited for, and then by the time you get back home, you already have a squad of like 10, 15 dudes, 20 dudes waiting to play with you lined up. Like you met a couple of friends literally within an hour or two of going there, and that's why somebody said in the comment section, that's why he misses midnight launches and stuff, because you can literally just make friends from that stuff.
Yeah,
and y'all just met each other like no more than like an hour or so ago, and y'all like this now. So it's
Oh my God.
some of my best friendships I've created online just game through Halo, Gears. Yeah, man, I'm talking about
Gears are so fun online.
Man.
And this is before assholes came online ruining it.
No, they were there. They were there.
It was still there. I mean, like there's an
Oh, they was in y'all chat.
They were in the chat.
I'll say yeah. Like I'm in the same boat with Ness. Like they were there. There's an abundance of them more now, but back then, there was, especially in the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies. Boy, I'm telling. If you grew up on them lobbies back then, all the stuff you see on like social media now, bro, that shit ain't gonna mean that shit don't mean nothing to you, bro.
I remember when we were playing Reach one day that we had maybe 8 of us on, and one of our friends had dropped off. We had like 7, or like 4 or whatever. So we kind of split for a little bit. So my squad was playing, and then one of us had to go on the opposite team. Well, the other team were trying to do some crazy nonsense, and they were like dying on purpose and all this kind of crap, and they
were reverse boosting. That's basically
reverse boosting is basically what they were doing, right? So we get in the lobby and we're talking shit and all this nonsense, and they're like, "Oh man, whatever, let's go, run it back, bruh." So we're on countdown on Reach. I get the shotgun, bro. I'm double kill, triple kill, overkill, killing frenzy. I'm over there.
You sound just like him too. Damn.
I'm bodying these kids, bro. Bodying these kids. Oh man, I talk the most shit.
Oh.
I normally don't talk like that, but like it, bro. Somebody was on there talking all this mess the last 2 games, and then they finally just rage quit. Their whole squad left.
Hey, Ness, did you? Because it sounds like you're a man of culture. Did you ever used to get those messages, those in-game, those messages directly to your in-game mailbox afterwards?
They hated me, bro. They hated me.
I miss those days. I
had a homeboy. He was dating this chick, and I'm talking about, she was insane with the sniper rifle, bro. I'm talking about. And I was really good with the sniper rifle, like 1 shot, no scope, all day. But she was 1,000 times better than me. Damn. Like she would have her KD was insane. Like she may die once, and that was it. You give her the sniper rifle, and we were guaranteed winners. I'm like, bro, how is your girlfriend better? You like, where did you meet this girl, bro? He's like, oh, man, I met her when we was at the bar, man. I'm like, wow. Like, keep her, bro, keep her. Please, we need her on the squad. And this is back in the day before, we were doing the Major League Gaming, and we used to talk about that all the time, man. Wouldn't it be great if we could professionally play as a squad?
Yeah.
That's something.
And then we grew up.
True.
Then we grew up.
Ambitious days, I remember.
She got them back shots with the sniper.
Bro, for real. In the lobby.
Hilarious.
I ain't gonna lie, I do kind of miss those days though, because it's like, I don't know, because it's something about us as men who's just like competition, and back then that was, man, this in our younger years, boy.
Second.
Do it is EA Sports. Do it in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh man,
that motherfucker! I saw him on TikTok. Not TikTok. I saw him on Instagram. No, Twitter. I was like, dang.
The announcer.
Yeah, the announcer. Yeah, I saw the dude
Mhm.
on Instagram. I keep saying on Twitter. I saw him. I'm like, he was with the dude. He said, I was like, oh. He just went right into it. Like, I got goosebumps. Like, oh man, I wonder how much he had to do that. I don't know how many times he did that, but
Oh, bro, he got paid.
Oh yeah,
Did he?
yeah.
He got paid.
Mhm.
Oh,
Because
you
it-
saw some?
yeah,
He got
because they used that for about like
Oh,
almost like 10 years, right? Probably
yeah,
longer
over
than
a
that.
decade. Well
Yeah.
over a
Mhm.
decade. Yeah.
I thought he
Yeah,
just
he
played
getting
a made
royalties
it
like
play
hell.
one.
Oh yeah, Griff ball. We was heavy on Griff ball.
Oh, Griff ball. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Is that
I
a
got my
mode?
first
Is
kill
that a
tack.
mode of Halo?
My first
Mhm.
kill
Yeah, it's a mode,
tackler
hell
on
yeah.
that. I got my first killionaire on there too.
Yeah, that's essentially like it's the mode where you get the skull and you run around
Yeah.
with it. Whoever had the skull for the longest amount of time, and then whoever had the skull, they have if it hit you with it's a one hit kill.
Dang.
So, yeah, Griff ball. Yeah, that was
Griff ball.
boy.
Man,
Like
hell,
you remember that one? You remember that one lobby? I think it was like a factory, and it was like 2 ends. It was 4 ends. It was like
yeah.
all the way at the end, and then you got the other team at that one. Boy, it was like watching the NFL game, bro. You just like, go long.
Man. Man, oh my gosh, man! I just think I wish Zelda was on tonight, man, because like him and I both, man, bro, we have some stories. Zelda's good. Zelda's really good at Halo. Like when I'm having an off day, like he's at the top of the leaderboard.
Dang.
Like even when we were playing Destiny, it was always me and him. I was first or he was second, and vice versa. Like every game that we play that's first person shooter, we're always on the top of the leaderboard. It's always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you remember the show Red versus Blue?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That ran for a good minute.
It ran for a hot minute. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was good. Man, dude, I'm just like all this reminiscent, bro. I had this conversation with a couple of friends. Like, man, do you miss the old days or how we all used to get on and play, and you know, there'd be like 15 of us and we'd have to figure out how we're all going to play together. I'm like, yeah, man. And now it's like we can barely get 2 or 3 people on.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like everybody
remember
up, got kids, and you know,
remember when everybody was taking a big Xbox and they TV to somebody's house and
LAN
strip
party.
out the LAN party and
Yep.
chores,
Yep.
pizza, Mountain Dew, chips, Doritos, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I had
12-hour session. I'm in one room, 4 people in one room, 4 people in the other room, 4 people in the other room, 4 people in the other room, and they just all connect and play Xbox and playing Halo.
my last LAN party was 2015. It was a
Dang.
year before I moved to Texas.
Oh, so within the last 10 years, okay.
Yeah, it was 2015. I remember a couple of buddies were like, "Man, y'all want to go old school? Y'all want to do a LAN party?" Be like, "Heck yeah!" I'm talking about like these fools had big screen TVs, so they were bringing like 40-inch TVs and all this nonsense. I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? We had literally like my buddy. He had this house, and we had like 4 or 5 huge TVs just lined up in there. Couldn't even move. We barbecued and grilled. We made some burgers and stuff, and then had a bunch of beers, playing Halo, playing all kind of stuff. And I'm talking about, don't look at my screen. Don't look at my screen.
I was gonna say, like, did y'all do like this thing? Like
Paper, yep. Mm-hmm.
Don't look at my screen. You
Don't look
cheat.
at my screen. Don't look at my screen. Hold on. Hold my screen like this. Hold on. Put this down on here.
Oh, man.
Hey, I say it to do it, man.
That's how you do it.
bro.
Oh, what's up, Grizzly Bear? Grizzly Bear got me into the VR, and I've been going
VR peddler.
Thank you for the $5, but I am going to pick one up before Christmas ends. If you don't know, guys, PlayStation VR is $350. That is a good deal. Good deal.
What is it normally?
I think it's like 500. Isn't it?
Oh,
$550. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm getting that joint. I'm getting one. And also they got some good. They got games out. They got physical games. I'm gonna talk about that in a video later on. But bro, but those are days. But then Xbox fumbled the ball, y'all. They fumbled the ball because the PlayStation 4. The 4. This was everything turned. PlayStation took the reins back right here at this generation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a good system. Like it was iffy at first because like, man, I don't know about the PlayStation 4. Like when it came out, and we was coming off the high of Xbox 360, and then even Xbox One was kind of like hype-ish.
It's like that. How they announced it leading up to it, like they shot themselves in the foot months before it even came out.
Games.
My God.
We were going back to the 360
Bro,
when the Xbox One
Bro,
came
it was,
out.
bro. I remember it was online DRM. You all had to connect to a server within 24 or 40 hours in order to play your games. You couldn't share your games.
That was some bullshit.
You had to have the Connect. Like there was that was sold in the box. Nobody wanted that shit. The Connect was either always spying on you, or always listening to you.
Yes,
The
I
NSA
hated
stuff.
that.
That. And then to add insult to injury, it was like, bro, what do you mean? It's $500 and it's weaker than the PS4? Oh no, that's what y'all lost. That's what they lost a lot of people. Yeah, they lost a lot. They lost a lot of consumer report. And then the dude behind it, Don Matrick, he was like, I think the head of Xbox back. He was essentially what Phil Spencer was today back then. And that dude came off as like an arrogant prick. He was like, hey, for the people who can afford a Xbox One or who want these experiences, we got a device for you. It's called the Xbox 360. I said, bro, you don't say that shit to these people. You never do that stuff. And that's not how you sell a product, bro. That's not.
And the 360 was beloved. And he made people turn on 360.
Yeah, I was like, bro, what are you doing? And I didn't get a PS4 right away. It was a couple years before I got my PS4. Because I had the Xbox One and I really wasn't playing that many games. I was on Destiny at this point, and Destiny was taking up all my time. All of my time at that point. And then I got a PS4, and then I think I remember picking up Xenoverse. When that first came out, I got that on PS4.
Dragon Ball, yeah.
Yeah, that was fire. I put a lot of hours into that one. And then
2 is still going strong. Xenoverse 2?
Oh, yeah.
They were still updating. I think they still updating.
Yeah, they still updating.
With like Dragon Ball Diamond stuff. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I'm like, they still got Diamond stuff updating. I'm like, what?
They still
updating.
They updating Kakarot. I think they still updating Fighters.
Xenoverse and Kakarot is getting updated with Diamond episodes.
Really?
Really?
And
it's cheap too. It's like 19, and they got an Xbox One version and a PS5 version.
Are they still supporting Fighters? Because they was supporting that for
they still supporting Fighters. Fighters got that whatever was that you can fight online or a better fighter online. I forgot what it's called. They got, what was that called online? I forgot what it's called. Rollback netcode. They got rollback netcode.
That's right.
Yeah.
They were doing.
They got rollback netcode on Fighters, and I was like, so we got. If you really think about it, we just jumping all the way. You got 4 good Dragon Ball games. You got Xenoverse. You got Kakarot. And then you got Sparking Zero, and then you could go back to Xenoverse 1 if you want to, but it's really 4 good Dragon Ball games out, like in this generation, really good games. Like Sparking Zero is like, oh gosh.
You know what the sad thing is? I still don't have Sparking Zero.
You'll get it.
I haven't picked it up.
I haven't played it since that weekend. I just dove into it because the computer hooked the shit out of me. I was like,
that grade 8 fight. Oh boy!
But even things I heard, you get past it easy, but you got to learn the mechanics of the game. I go back and learn it and stuff. It just it's good. We'll get back to more on the PS4, y'all. Like right here, we'll say greatness awaits. The PS4 is a nice looking system. It's
I would say that's their. Yeah, for me, I would say that's their second best looking system right behind the PS1.
I would say that.
Reminiscent of the 2.
Yeah. It was just, they sold a lot, man. And then what was so funny, right? They not the console variations, and I need to go back and get one of these right here. The 20th anniversary.
The 20th anniversary one. Yeah, that was the one. That was impossible.
The controller, the DualSense 4 or DualShock 4, this thing was amazing. Like they added this trackpad on here and the light bar and the share button and all that kind of stuff. It updated. It was a really, really freaking great.
That was, in my opinion, that was leaps and bounds better than the DualShock 3. Because the DualShock 3, I didn't like the triggers because it's like if you put on a flat surface, you can accidentally like they actually activate it. So you watch movies and stuff, it will like fast forward, rewind, or whatever. So I didn't like the PS3 controller that much, but the PS4 controller it was down near perfection until the PS5 came out.
Some solid
Yeah.
games on the PS4 too. A lot of good solid games on PS4.
Yeah,
How did y'all feel about the Pro? Because I feel the Pro was like, oh, we needed this. This should have been the PlayStation 4. But
I didn't buy it.
You didn't buy it?
No, I mean by the time I was pretty. I mean, I had the 4, and then I played it for a while, and then it just started collecting dust because I had shifted back to Xbox pretty heavily, just because I was playing like 2 or 3 games, and a majority of my friends were on Xbox. So I mean, it was easy for me to just stay with Xbox. But then it got to a point to where the games really started drying up. Like we're like, hey, we've been playing this for the last 6 months every day. Let's play something else. Well, what
happened?
Where do we go? Where do we play games? Either we're gonna go and play one-player, games on PlayStation, but if we're all trying to play together, we're gonna resort to playing the same multiplayer games that we've been playing the last couple of years or last couple of months. So that's what happened, and now we're at a point now where a lot of those games are on PlayStation. So you're just like,
yep.
What do we do? Where are we going? We still like Xbox Live just because the chat system for Xbox is really good. It's always been good. It's real easy. The user interface is easy to navigate and use. It's not cumbersome or anything like that. But Sony has really upgraded and made some changes to their chat system and all that, which puts it pretty close on par. But crossplay and all that stuff. I mean, when I'm playing Helldivers 2 with buddies, no difference from Xbox at this point.
That's
so
true. Especially
now
with
you're
Discord
like,
integration. Yep.
Yeah, it's like it's fully integrated. So now you're just at this point now where you're like, you have to choose what's the better avenue to go, because I'm at the point now where the days of like I need to have every single console, those are going out the window.
Yep.
Yeah,
that one.
It's almost kind of like picking a side, like
yeah.
And when you were saying that, I was thinking back when the PS4 Pro released, right? PS4 Pro release, that was kind of like I can say the nail in the coffin, but it was games reached a certain point, like okay, can it go any higher? Graphics and all that kind of stuff. It was like PlayStation 4 generation. It was just like, okay, diminishing returns. What else can you really do? Now give me some more experiences, because when this was out, then the Switch just showed up out of nowhere, and it's like, whoa, hello, how you doing? Right? The Switch showed up right after the PS4 Pro. It was like, or right around the same. No, right. No,
it was a year after the PS4 Pro, 2017.
Yeah.
A year after, yeah.
It was in that era, yeah, and yeah, because that's why, yeah, because everybody like, what is Nintendo going to do? So yes, you're right, yeah, but we wanted new experiences and stuff. Even like the PlayStation 5 and even the 5 Pro, you can tell some differences, but still, it's haven't been like that mind blowing. Like, damn, we ain't got a damn in a long time. Is it Paul? While the Switch zesties though, the Switch came out of nowhere. The Switch said,
"Oh my god!"
Well, David and his bow tie. Don't come to America. When I come to America, Little Color. It's David and his bow tie.
Oh yeah, I give it 2 thumbs up.
Let's snap.
I said snap. Like, oh, okay. Like, bro, what?
Oh my goodness, that was funny.
And let me tell her, bro, that was the show back in the day.
That was. They can't play that no more, man. They can't do stuff on there.
Yeah, they can't.
Like Homie the Clown or Homie the Clown. Homie the Clown.
Homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that. I mean, that tells us about broke him. He said, "You almost made Homie smile." He hit that girl side with that sock and said, "Yo, made Homie smile." Because he'll go off and say something long and say, "Repeat what I just said." and I'm like, man, it's like what? Oh, Fire Marshal Bill, yeah. Let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
We see we have some fire here. Let's see what happens when you add the gasoline. Let me show you something.
Oh my goodness, man! I got
to the conclusion that I probably watch too. I grew up watching too many movies, too many television shows because I think I tried.
anime will never make it. You right.
I tried to make voices every single time. I was always mimicking
doing
voices. Damn, I really should have went into voice acting. I really should have.
You really could have.
You could do it.
I could find a good avenue doing
wanted
that.
to do that back in the day. I just didn't go
You
down.
probably still can do it, man.
I was like, yeah, like honestly, like you honestly never too young or old to be doing voice acting because there's people in they like 50s, 60s, and 70s still doing it. I mean,
Shoot,
the voice,
girl who do the voice of
like
Goku.
of Luffy and Goku, like they in they like 70s, bro. So it's
She's still like, man.
Yeah, she in her 80s.
She's still like going strong, man.
She said Daima's it. She's done after Daima.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, she said yeah.
Oh, she said she's done with Daima?
Retiring after Daima. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's in her 80s, so it's like eventually
yeah.
she gotta move on. Yeah, so that's understandable. But
they probably have somebody good to step up.
Like she's been putting in work for like damn near like 40 years. So yeah, my hats off to her.
Ooh, for real?
He probably messing with you. We know you like that Mass Effect. He trying to
membership.
And this is my favorite place on the Citadel.
See, Steve don't understand because he ain't played the game.
Yeah, that's that Mass Effect in-game lore. It's like
Citadel.
I need to go watch it. No coming. No, that's all I do.
Really need to play them.
Oh
yeah.
You know what? Matter of fact, I saw Mass Effect 1 today, and I said I ain't gonna buy it. It just.
But I think it's like $5. It's like $5 on the PlayStation right now.
It wasn't like $4.99. I was like $5. I don't need to buy it.
Remastered, bro. I saw all 3 games. All of them remastered. 60 frames, 4K, all that stuff, man. It's
beautiful.
Is it on the PS4?
Yeah, it's on the PS4.
Them remastered?
Yeah, the remaster. Yeah, it's on PlayStation 4. Which of course you can play on PS5, but with PS5 they get you like enhanced visual stuff like that. It's on Xbox, it's on PC. It's just not on Switch yet, so you can literally bar the Switch. You can play on anything.
Switch don't need that game. That
shit, that Mass Effect need to be on everything, bro. That's a shit. I'm part of the Church of Scientology of Mass Effect. What are you talking about?
Is it the legendary? Is it the legendary edition? Mass Effect
Legendary edition. Yep, comes with all 3 games, all DLC. That's like 120 hours worth of gameplay, right? They actually probably longer than that. Now I think about it.
Yeah, shit, it got 95% like this game, 9 out of 10, 4.8 out of 5, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, bro, boy, like when I tell you,
I won't steer you wrong, bro.
No, I know you won't. I need to go ahead and pick that. It's probably cheap as shit too.
It is so good. It's so good. I'm talking about out of the 3, the second one.
That's the best one.
Is the best. It's. Think of it this way, right? It's like if you're playing it, if you're watching the Marvel movies for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have the introduction of some of these characters and all this stuff, and then you go into the second game. It's like you shifted from Marvel to DC, but you're in like Christopher Nolan DC. It just went dark, but in a really good way.
What about Andromeda?
Oh man, kick him out the chat, bro. Like, I don't never want to see him in here again. I ban him immediately. I don't want to see you come back, bro. No. Ban that immediately. No.
I played. Okay, so
Red Sea Game, you're not allowed to come back here anymore, bro.
Here's the thing about Andromeda, right? This is when I knew BioWare was not BioWare anymore.
Oh shit! You go ahead and tell the story, brother. Go ahead and tell it.
This is when I knew BioWare wasn't BioWare anymore. So Andromeda was rough. It was rough when it came out. It wasn't very polished. And when you started comparing some of the visuals to some of the past 3 games, you were like, bruh, this is on a better system, but it looks worse than the previous 3 games. How is that possible? The story was meh. The characters didn't have any depth. You didn't care about them. But it stayed within the Mass Effect universe. You beat the game, it was done, they got bad reviews, and instead of BioWare going and saying, hey, let's do what we did with some of the previous Mass Effects and go back make things better, they
Mhm.
shut down the whole damn studio behind.
Yep. And then all the DLC that was supposed to explain where the there was a particular race that's like within canon of Mass Effect games, the Quarians. Like
Yes.
they're very important within like the lore of Mass Effect. Those fuckers weren't even in that game whatsoever. And there was gonna be DLC to introduce them to show why they weren't there. They said, hey, we know we promised y'all story DLC to explain what happened to them. We just gonna give it to y'all on a novel, not even no pictures or nothing. Y'all just gotta go read it. Come out about a year or so. It's like, bro. So they canceled DLC plans, just made a book out of it. Yeah, I wasn't that shit. That was the instance where it was no longer my BioWare anymore, and that damn sure wasn't my Mass Effect. It was that and Fallout 76 is the reason as to why I become like so jaded when it comes to certain games nowadays. Fallout 76, yeah, like literally, because those games like a year apart, mind you. The Mass Effect franchise,
Fallout 76 was horrible.
The Mass Effect and Fallout, it's like those two franchises are in my top 5 like favorite video game franchises all the time, like bar none. And when those games came out, that turned me into like kind of how jaded I am now, where I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't want to buy this anymore. I ain't paying full price for this. I ain't that's why those 2 games have slighted me to why I'm this way now.
Well, hey, let's talk about this. Is going about Dead Studios and stuff, but
let me answer.
I'll let you. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you take this in a minute, but we're gonna talk about this. Whatever.
So Andromeda, I don't think it was Shepard. I know Liara's alive.
She is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she's an Asari, and they live for like 1,000 years or plus. I think they may have hinted at potentially. I don't know how, but we never got an answer. So hopefully the new Mass Effect, whatever that is, hopefully they don't ruin this.
But the thing about that, and I'm just add a little bit to that, and then we move on. But the thing about the new Mass Effect is like, with how 3 ended, there's only like so many ways you can take that, because there's 3 distinct endings, and I don't know if they're gonna pull off a Veil Guard and like, the first 2 games they don't count, and we count it. I'm not sure if they're gonna do that.
Remember, they dropped the DLC for 3 to fix it.
Right?
You remember that? Because that was back then. That was unheard of. That you had a game that got released, and there was so much backlash from the fans that the studio drops the DLC to fix it. Mm-hmm. That was the first. Mass Effect 3 was one of the first games that you actually saw that.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
Right? That was unheard of. You just got the game and that was it. Now, I mean, that's a normal thing. Either the studio gets shut down or they just pull the whole damn game off the shelf now.
Yep.
They don't even care anymore. They're like, okay, we'll just write this off next. It's like that now. But Mass Effect, the ending, the original ending, pissed me off.
Oh yeah, pissed everybody off.
There was so many hours put into that game, and you have so many different ways that you can reach the ending. That's what makes the game so good, is because you make the choices, but your choices have some serious repercussions depending on how you move in that game. And that follows you from Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Andromeda don't count. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's what
just came on.
Huh?
So what now? Oh, that was mine. I had turned it on because I was doing a download, so I just went in and did that thing real quick.
Oh, hold on. So my PlayStation came on. It's be like that joke. You and your girl arguing, and he hit the PlayStation beep.
All right, my bad.
Nobody. So a studio shutting down. ExDefiant is going offline 2025. And my boy Mega put this in chat. Mega be quick with these shutdowns, quick, boy. He be quick in our chats with this, like, wake up. What these motherfuckers did right now. So I'm letting him talk about this ExDefiant. But this is what they say. We're gonna get this. Mega, you can read this right here, what they said.
Boy, why you gotta make me relive trauma? Go ahead, Ness. Go ahead. I don't want to read that bullshit anymore.
I'm unfortunately here today to announce that ExDefiant will be shutting down. Starting today, December 3rd, 2024, new downloads and player registrations will no longer be available. We will still release our Season 3 content in the near future, exact date TBD, and servers will remain active until June 3rd of 2025. For those who have purchased the Ultimate Founders Pack, you will receive a full refund. Players who've made any purchases within the last 30 days will also be fully refunded. Those refunds should be or should happen automatically within 8 weeks of today. And you can find more details on our official website, ExDefiant.com.
Oh boy, I think I almost passed out for a second, but I'm good now.
Man,
So talk about this, guys, because I've never seen this game before. These are not my type of games, but so much stuff is going. And I see people say Call of Duty killer, game changer. What happened?
I'll go ahead and take over the conversation with that, and I'll try not to be too long with this. But basically, as you all just saw, what the good brother Ness said, as he read off in the tweet by the good man Mark Rubin, ExDefiant was a arcade hero shooter that was supposed to be in the same type of style as Call of Duty. Because the guy Mark Rubin, he was one of the studio heads back at Infinity Ward, back when games like Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare came out, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, he was there for Modern Warfare 3. He was there pretty much for the golden age of Call of Duty as to why they are the company they are now. So basically, the biggest issue that people were having within the Call of Duty scene was this thing called skill-based matchmaking. And people don't know what that is. It's been around in games since as long as games have had like multiplayer components online. And basically what it is just it's a way to put players of a similar skill set against one another, so that way you're not playing against it. That way it's like a bunch of people
casuals aren't playing
games.
against the sweats.
Yep, it's like but essentially that. Yeah, it's like it's pretty much a bunch of people not being able to dominate a bunch of kids who just started playing the game and whatnot. so it's like all right, understandable. It's like you want to make sure that you have a good balance in between to where you got the pro players, you got some people who just want to play casual and stuff. So basically the fix to that was you have a ranked playlist. Actually, Halo 3 solved this like 20 years ago. You have a ranked playlist and you have a social playlist.
Yep.
Social playlist, you're matched up against anybody around the world, regardless of what their skill gap is, no matter what it is. And if you just want to play against people with your own skill set or people who are better than you, you just play ranked. But basically, the issue with that is Call of Duty for the last, I think, 5 or 6 games, they ramped that shit up like crazy to where now if you play 1 or 2 matches, let's say me and Ness play like 1 or 2 matches like Modern Warfare 3, I'll get that a good example. We do good. We're like killing 30 people. We only died like 5-6 times, had 2 or 3 good matches, right? With how the skill-based matchmaking is set up now, it reads your in-game data. It's like, all right, we saw you did good those last 2 or 3 good matches. We're gonna put y'all against people who are MLG Call of Duty World League levels, and it's like, hey, bro, hold on, man.
It gets straight bodied.
Like, bro, it's like I was doing fairly decent to good my last 2 rounds, and now I feel like I'm playing for a $10 million cash prize at the Call of Duty World League. It's like, what's going on, bro? You're seeing stuff you have no business seeing. There's people drop shotting you left and right. You got people head glitching. It's like, bro, the last 3 matches was not like this.
He's a head glitching.
Yeah, it's like when somebody, let's say somebody's like behind a crate or something like that, if they peek up into this, it's essentially a way to like head glitch it to where they can't see you, but they can still shoot you through that object. It's like some in-game meta type shit. But yeah, people was doing that, and it was getting so bad to the point where people wasn't playing the game like that, man. Like that's one of the main reasons I don't play Call of Duty like that. It's because of that skill-based matchmaking bullshit.
Well,
but I end off on that to basically say that ties back to ExDefiant, because ExDefiant, their whole thing was, hey, we're not doing the whole skill-based matchmaking thing. We're gonna have a ranked playlist. We're gonna have a social playlist. If you want to be hard and sweaty, pause. We got ranked for that. If you just want to play casual, we got that too. The game came out. It had the beta last year. It was received very well because it pretty much was exactly what people was wanting. They essentially wanted a Black Ops 2 clone, because that's, in a lot of people's opinion, that's like the best out of all the Call of Duties in the golden age.
Black Ops 2 goes hard.
Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, those like pretty much the 2 best ones in the franchise. And pretty much he was essentially promising that's what ExDefiant was going to be, but it's more like a hero shooter. So I played the beta last year. I'm like, all right, I see potential in this, but then it got delayed till this year. So one of the issues they had was it's like a long delay. So the beta was really good, but it's like they kind of missed the boat. We're releasing it like a year late, so it came out this year. And there was a couple of issues on there, like matchmaking and stuff like that, to the point where, but those dudes was on it though, because every time people was reporting stuff on it, like, hey, this is broken, this sucks, this is wrong, they was on it. They was updating like that. It was quick. It was like, all right. And when it came out, it was doing fairly well. I think it averaged out at like 15 million players. It was like breaking records, like all-time records for Ubisoft. So the potential was there. The market was there for this type of game. But the issue was season 0, the content was all right. Season 1 had some better content, but season 2, that's when it's at like some of the good shit in it. And then people was looking at the roadmaps, was all right, because ExDefiant basically is just like it's like what that one game that Blizzard had, Heroes of the Storm, where they had like all these different characters from different games complemented. Yeah, characters from Watch Dogs, characters from Far Cry, characters from Ghost Recon. So it was like a bunch of different franchises mixed into this like hero shooter type thing. So I'm actually, it was like a way to market all their other games, because if you like a particular character in ExDefiant, you can go, hey, go play this game, Ghost Recon, go play this game, Far Cry, stuff like that. And they was even going to add Assassin's Creed classes in there. I'm not sure how that was going to work. Well, like a shooter type Assassin's Creed character, but they said they had access to all the Ubisoft IPs, so it was like a way to market all of that stuff. But everything was good for that. The first year, 2-year plans, all of that was solidified. And then there was like some rumblings about ExDefiant is going to be shut down in like X amount of months, like a year or so. And then it really hit a boiling point to where the man that Ness was reading off that tweet to, Mark Rubin, he came out back in late September. He was like, no, the game isn't planning on being shut down. We're in for the long haul, and then everything, we're fixing everything, and we're planning on adding more content. It was all right, cool. So he came out, said one statement. Then he doubled down again, like in late October. He was like, all right, just to reiterate,
You said that
we have no plans to shut this game down. As a matter of fact, I just got out of a meeting with some of the higher ups at Ubisoft, and we're talking about year 2 plans. It's like, all right, within 2 months, the man himself, who's the head of the game, he came out and said it. Hey, we're not canceling this game. We plan on still sticking with it through the long haul. Then we get December 3rd? Yeah, December 3rd. Out of nowhere, that tweet came out. We are sorry that we are now sunsetting ExDefiant. I was like, bro, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. It's like, it's almost like, well, it's not the exact same thing. It's like we're almost living through the exact same type of thing that happened with Concord. It didn't die as fast, nowhere near as fast, but it's like, damn, bro.
There's a trend happening in the
hero shooter
industry. It's not even just shooters. It's just a lot of it's shooters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The problem, there's a couple of problems. One is you have all these studios. A lot of them are major studios that are trying to dump millions of dollars in these AAA games.
Yep.
One, they're not listening to the fan base. They're not listening to the player. They're taking bits and clips from, pro players, whatever. That's great. You're maximizing your efforts on the folks that are playing the multiplayer, and that the ones that are going to be streaming. That's a very small percentage. Yes, you have people watching those individuals play your game, and you would assume that those people would then go buy that game. The problem is they're never going to be that good. Nope. They're not OP. They're not. They're casual gamers. So when you have casual gamers going in and playing these shooters, and they're getting bodied every single round, they're going to lose interest so fast in that game. That's one. Number two is on the opposite side of that. You have gamers that don't care about multiplayer. They want to play the story. They want to know about the depth behind what's going on. They want a little bit more meat on the bone. When you don't add that, Halo Infinite is a perfect example of that. When that got released, bare bones trash.
It was trash. I didn't even go back to it.
Heavy strides since then, but all the promises that were needed, especially during COVID, they didn't happen. These studios are doing a lot of that. Anthem is another one. That's another game that looked really good. That's going to be the Destiny killer. We hear that all the time. This is going to be the COD killer. This is going to be the Gears killer. This is going to be the Call of Duty killer. This is going to be this. This is going to be that. Stop trying to kill the game that's on top.
Yep.
Make your own game. Do something different.
I think people are scared.
If you're just gonna recycle it in the long run, you should have just did something different.
Right.
If you're trying to play the status quo and trying to, compete against somebody else and just bite off of what they're doing, like, bro, I don't need another COD. We got COD. I don't need another Halo. We got Halo.
Mhm.
Give us something different. Like, how hard is this? Like, if anybody out there that's watching that works in the industry that says, hey, we need, we need ideas. If y'all are listening right now, bruh,
Why he said like
Hey, like,
listen
Hey.
to your fan base, the ones who keep paying y'all, bruh.
he
Do
said,
something different.
hey, I'll go ahead and add. I'll go ahead and add to that too, because another thing what a lot of people is like getting really fucked up out here is, I think we talked about this a couple of podcasts ago, to where what's one thing you can't get back no matter how much you spend of it? That's
Your
time.
time.
Think about how many games out here that people have been playing for 5, 6, 7, 8 years plus. That's pretty much like we were talking about, like their comfort food, like their comfort zone.
Yeah, they
every
comfort
single
game.
time. You got your Fortnites, you got your War Zones, your Halo Infinite, stuff like that. All these Roblox,
Yes.
GTA Online,
Yeah.
like all of these games. And like this ties into like an overall arching thing to where like the whole games as a service model, there's not enough of that pie to go
I hate
around.
games of service.
There's
That
not
needs to fucking die.
there's not too much of the pie of that shit to go around, bro. Because everybody, because like, bro,
It
because
does.
it's to the point now. Like, I think me and let's talk about this last year. Like, when it comes to Diablo 4, you got to treat that shit like a secondary job, damn near, with all the updates and stuff they got. And it's like, bro, who got time for that shit, bro? It's like you either gonna be you're gonna have your 1 or 2, 3 games that you rely on, and now you're trying to make a new game that's gonna take, like, the Call of Duty people bring them over here. It's like, bro, like those Call of Duty people, most of them gonna stay over there. You gotta find your own lane, and we're not seeing a lot of that, bro. It's like everybody's trying to go after this gold rush, and the issue they're running into is like there's not enough people, because like I just said, if you don't have a fan base and you just want to try to steal people from other games, it's like, bro, they're just gonna drop off in a couple of weeks, couple of months anyway, and go back to the thing that y'all try to steal them from. So it's
And that's why we see, Steam numbers like, oh, this is the highest. We broke Steam records, within 2 weeks. And then you look at, an article in the next month and like, what happened to all the players? It's down to 100,000. It was, 20 million players, and now it's down to 20,000. Like, well, I mean, they played it for 2.5 seconds. It was hot for 2.5 seconds, but there was no depth in the game. Like, that's the issue. And I miss the days where I had to flip a coin, like, what game we playing? Like, I don't know. There's so many good games. Which one do we want to play, y'all? Like, all right, let's take a vote. Or we can play this one for like 2 hours, then we'll move over to the other game and play that one for the rest of the day. Those
You know what?
days, those were the days.
not like that anymore, man.
not like
That's
that anymore.
the
No.
sad
You know
part.
what? And you know why it's not like that? Because we have like it's good and it's bad. Like, we have so much access to so many games now. And a
lot of them are free too. A lot of them shit is free.
but I always hate when people say I ain't got nothing to play.
Motherfucker, please. You got to play.
That's why I want to say
What?
like, that's why I was thinking like I want to say yes, because you just don't have something that you want to play. It's thousands of games out here to play.
And sorry to cut you off, but I'm gonna add like a little thing to what you said right there. If they stop making new games right now, all new games cease development. You know how much shit you got to play that you can go that people probably ain't even experience. They can literally stop making games the next 5 years. You're not gonna, bro. There's so much stuff out there that you can play. You're not gonna have enough time to play that stuff. So
You got so many. I think we're overly spoiled is like in this genre of video games, because we literally can pick up and play mostly a lot of great shit, like from retro, from brand new stuff, RPGs, even Fortnite and all that arcade classic. We got so many games, and then you got these spoiled ass kids talking about ain't nothing to play. The PlayStation ain't got nothing to play. The Xbox ain't got nothing to play.
I don't even
Yes,
know
it do.
it's kids at this point, because I
It's grown as me. It's grown
had
me.
that come out of my daughter's mouth. She's like,
Right.
Dad, I need Robux. I need V-Bucks. I'm like, huh? I just need to get this skin, Dad. I'm good. I don't need a new game.
Did y'all read that survey saying a lot of most gamers nowadays are playing games like 5, 6, 7 years ago? that go back to what I said before. It's like they're saying there's not enough games to play, but I'm like, dude, is Fortnite still not one of the most played games now? And that game came out what 7 years ago? Yeah. Are y'all not still playing GT Online? That game came out 11 years ago. Y'all not still playing Roblox? It's like, bro, like
the two games that plays the most: Fortnite, Roblox,
Roblox, Warzone, and freaking
my niece and nephew was playing that this weekend, like Roblox. And I went back to, what are y'all playing? Roblox. And they just laughing and having a good time. Yeah. I'm like, this stupid ass game. But I looked at their face and like, oh, hey, I'm happy they playing. They 5 of them in the room. Well, no, 3 of them in the room. And they just
model.
No, it was 5 kids in the room. Yeah, it was 5 of them in there. Like one was playing there, rotating the iPad, hooked the iPad up to the TV, playing Roblox. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. I was looking like, and they were fighting, kids fight over the game. But still, they was like, why I be calling you sometimes this and your dog just going wild. Yeah, hollering. Bro, and that's how the kids were back there. They love that game. And like, I think we just need to stop being so snooty and so like, I'm just, no, it's a lot of stuff to play.
They've done it right. The thing about Roblox and Fortnite is there's constantly content. There's constantly something new coming out. Like if those are the type of games, and that's not going to fit everyone, right? That's a subset of gamers that like playing that. One, it brings you together with all the friends that you want to play with. That's the easy part. 2, now we got to play something. So, okay, yeah, Fortnite, you're going to build stuff, you're going to shoot stuff, you're going to do all this, and you got all the skins, you want to look cool, and then you got events, and you got celebrities in there, and you've got streamers, you've got all this. Roblox is multiple games within a game, so it's just like constantly finding something new. Like, my daughter is a freaking architect in Roblox. Like, she's like, Dad, I built this house. I want you to take a look at it. I'm like, damn, girl, that looks good. Like, you gonna be an architect? You want to be a home builder when you grow up? No. I just want to build a house. You like my car? I put it in this 3-car garage, and I got a pool in the backyard. I had these trees. I'm like, dang, girl, that's good. It's amazing what they can do in these games, but it's fun because they got all their friends playing with them. I think for us, our generation, we got so accustomed to having. We went through all the different. We went through the whole growth, the whole life cycle of everything. So we've seen all these games progress year over year over year. So yeah, to your point, Steve, yeah, we're probably a little bougie. We want the best of the best because that's how they made us grow into that. They were always telling us that was always the message.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say we definitely bougie. We collect fucking Neo Geo. We definitely bougie.
I'm not talking about Neo Geo. I'm just talking about.
I'm just saying, but we bougie though.
Don't bring Neo Geo into this. It's just that's not what it's about. It's just about the games that we like to play.
No, we are bougie. But no, you serious? You right though. Like, it's so many good things. I think when people make that argument, they want like it's not games. It's not games I can champion and say, hey, you don't have this game on this system. So ha. Like, motherfucker, this is 2024. Nobody really cares about that no more. Bars.
It was rather bars. Like, I'll say this. I am playing a game, and you'll be surprised. I'm playing a mobile game.
Which one?
Solo Leveling, Arise.
Oh, the cartoon.
I've been playing that for like the last week and a half.
You like it?
Yes. Like I like the anime had like season 1 last year, right?
Okay,
so there was like 12 episodes, and it was so good it made me read the manga. And it's Korean, right?
Yeah,
so
manga.
Manga. They ain't call it mangas. Manga. Wow, okay. What? Okay.
Yeah.
But you bit your damn tongue or something, blah, blah. Like what?
Yeah. So I read the whole. I read the entire story already, and then
bougie. Hold on. You are bougie, bougie ass. You come on and say, "Mom, what?" I like what?
What?
That's the actual terminology for it. Though.
I know it's the terminology, but we don't go at. This is the first time anybody said this on.
I'm sorry, bro. Dang. Would you rather me just say manga?
No, go ahead. Come on.
No, but like, I mean, the way they did this game, yeah, it needs to be polished a little bit just because
Yeah.
it's mobile and it's supposed to come to Steam.
Okay.
But the way they did this game is actually really dope because they start you off at the very first episode, right? And you're playing as the character, and the story is literally taking you through the manga. The whole thing. It's like I'm reading the whole manga as I'm playing, but I'm playing my character, leveling up, getting more powerful, getting all this gear, and the gear's related to the game, to the show. The characters are related to the show. It's pretty dope. And I'm actually surprised. And I'm like, it's free to play, even though that you can definitely drop some money in there, and they definitely
I'm sure.
flash that shit in front of you.
That's the first. That's the first thing they show.
This is $21.99 for this bundle pack. I'm like, I'm doing this for free. I don't want to spend any money.
Man, and that's another thing too. Like, you know what? Like 20 years ago, mobile games was not good.
No.
Now mobile games are great. Like you got Resident Evil on your freaking iPhone, like a full blown version and stuff. You got my cousin the other day when he came down, we was at home, and he got the Backbone. I actually got to try it, and he had it for the Xbox. I said, dang, this Backbone is actually pretty. I might invest and get one. He put it on his phone. He's, oh yeah, and it charges your phone too. I was like, dude, what?
Yep, got it right here.
Dang, so I need to get one. And he was playing Call of Duty. He was playing Call of Duty from the Xbox and playing it. I'm like, dude, it was just sitting there. Like, I said, what? I said, yeah, man.
My only negative feedback on these, or it's not even the dog or the Backbone.
Okay.
It's the phone. It's like holding a hot piece of coal in your hand once you start playing. I'm like, holy hell, this shit's on fire. I'm like, I had it attached in here, and I'm just sitting here. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gaming, and I look up, and then I get the notification that my phone's dying. I'm like, oh man, I need to charge this thing. And then like I get another notification like, oh, your phone has stopped charging due to the excessive heat. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me attach it. So I'm like, oh,
It sounds like a dual power.
Alpha 5, yeah.
Oh yeah, like,
yeah. That's like one of the main reasons. That's like one of the main reasons I don't get into like to mobile gaming like that, because depending on how demanding the game is, like that's just almost like holding like you said, a piece of hot coal in your hand.
Hey, hot pocket. That shit burned up the hot pocket, boy. Speaking of hot pockets, man, I used to love me some hot pockets, boy. That pepperoni piece of hot pocket. You don't cook that whole right. You bite and that shit hit your side of your lip. Like, whoa!
Many of the top of of roof of mouths was burnt by that thing.
Oh, look at this. Look, he said he didn't got a. I'm glad you got a portal, bro. I'm glad you finally got one. The portals are nice. The PlayStation Portal is a very, very freaking nice system to have. I mean, it's actually a super controller, but it's nice. It's really nice to have. It's like a super backbone. It's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It just when it just started glitching, you be like, "Oh, you don't like it." I'm like,
like, "Oh, damn, I forgot this thing."
That thing, but it's beautiful, man. It's got good sound on it, and it got the best battery life because it's a controller. So no PlayStation, no PS5 controller got good battery life at all. Speaking of controllers, the PlayStation DualSense wireless controller, the PS5 30th anniversary controller. I saw you got one, man. Megan, you finally got you one.
Oh, yes, sir. That thing came about a week ago. Got it right here, actually.
You like it?
Oh, hell yeah. It's just the anniversary of the regular DualSense. This one's good. But you're talking about the Edge? Yeah, that joint is yeah, you can see
you talked about the Edge last week.
Mm-hmm.
I still
that's one of my favorite controllers though. Like ever.
I still like to find an Edge, man. But yeah, my controller here. Let me see. Can I get this box right here?
And then my box is
but this right here, man. This is such a beautiful
right up there.
The beautiful box, man. Like we saw the last week. Like
Yeah, that was the main reason I wanted. Yeah, because like mine's is
I love that. It went back to the original box. Now it made me want to go back and get an original PlayStation 1 controller in box, which is probably gonna be super expensive.
Now I just need to get the box because like the slim box, I just wanted just to have up there because
The slim box, the slim box is awesome.
Yeah, them shit's looking lonely just sitting by themselves out that box. So I was like, yeah, if I could just find somebody selling the box, bro, that's all I need. I don't need the system, I just need the box.
I really do think, like, speaking of controllers and stuff, the dual sense, it's evolution of all the controllers. It's really good. I'm like sitting here like this.
It's easy. It's easy. It's Sony's best controller. It's Sony's best controller they ever made. Like,
like, what can they do after this? You know, and like people are starting to actually do stuff with the dual sense. Like, it's especially on Astrobot. Astrobot, you play Astrobot with it. Oh my gosh, that thing is. Oh, look, someone say I tried to get a 30th anniversary dual sense. I keep missing it. He said I pay $78K for one. That's gonna be the new joke. 78K.
Like, look what you've done now, Steve. Like, oh my god, that's gonna be a thing now.
Well, guys, we hit the 2-hour mark. We had a good conversation about 30th anniversary. Next week we'll be back on Thursday, getting close to Christmas time. So probably next week, talk about good Christmas games, something close to that. We're gonna do something, but I wanted to play the a little game I had, but the conversation was just so good. I'm glad everybody tuned in tonight. Ness, where can people find you, brother?
You can find me, NeoNess, at NeoNess on YouTube and _Neo_Ness on Instagrizzle.
The Grizzle.
The Grizzle Instagram. That's all you can find me. I'm not on anything else. So it's just those two places. And collect and play the way you want to collect and play your games.
Sweet.
Yeah. Speak that truth.
Mega.
Speak that truth. Catch me on socials. Catch me on Twitter, X/the Bird app, IG, YouTube. Got a video dropping this week. Glad for everybody stopping in, and yeah, it was a good discussion, man. Missed y'all the last week we didn't come on here, so yeah, can't wait to talk to y'all again soon. But good discussion, people. Good discussion. Glad y'all could stop on through.
Oh, real quick.
Yo.
I got something big.
Oh shit, what you got?
I got something today.
Oh, that's right. We show it.
You can show that, yeah.
All right, we'll close that. Go show it.
What y'all want me to show y'all?
What
People are leaving out already.
Did you gotta like move the camera or whatever? Sure, or is something you just
that's
on through?
Don't show it. Wait for the new video coming out. Then.
Okay, Okay, I got a video. I gotta do this. It's a review, but I got something big. I've been waiting a long time. Pause. This is pretty dope. And I don't think there's anybody that's done a video yet on it. So hopefully
we want to be out tomorrow.
To get it out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to.
You better work overtime, bro.
Well, I'll have some free time tomorrow, but yeah, it's gonna be fire. But okay, that's it. I'm done.
Cool. And guys, I am Mr. Right Way. Y'all know to find me at your mama house. I'm sorry.
This dude.
Y'all know where to find me. And I always remember to do it the right way.